Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Lads Season 10 playoffs action. I'm joined tonight by a very special guest. It's Season 7 champion, longtime Lads mainstay, former Portland Burnsider, and Terrorblade aficionado, KU Dota. How are you in this fine evening?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Doing great. It's always a good night to do more casting. Had a, let's see, it is our second elimination BO3 of the season. We had the first one last night. Big upset by Drayden Fan Club. That was a fun series. I think my voice would like it to be shorter as last year's went over 4 hours, but, if tonight's one goes 4 hours, then it's a good series.
Yeah, that game last night, I didn't catch all three, or I didn't catch the whole thing, but I saw little snippets, and looked like a good series.
It was, yeah. I mean, it was a great time. It was 4 hours, but it felt like it was only like maybe 2.5 hours. The time flew. It flew.
Open for some exciting games. This series too. It's a new patch, right? So games could just end really fast if one team has it figured out. But on the flip side, games can go longer if people screw up. They mess up their lead and stuff. And also, I think there's less gold and XP on the map generally, so games are, I think, tending to be a little bit longer. At least that's what I've found the early part of this patch.
I feel like it's one of those things where there's something structurally in the map that we haven't found yet, and once some team finds it, they're going to run this patch. I think it's something to do with these flag bearers, because we're seeing less gold and XP from everyone on the map with the added flag bearers. So some of these flag bearers has to be up. There has to be something to pick, something to generate to do this.
Yeah, I think in the lane, the flag bearers are important. If you can secure them in your lane, like for you, it can boost your supports game especially. And getting them denied really sucks, because effectively, if you deny a flag bearer, you're denying 3 creeps from the enemy. So it's interesting. This is first pick Undying. I think this hero is pretty good. They changed his Q.
It's way better now. And for those who don't know, the decay damage before, when the decay ended, you restore HP. Now you don't. Now you're just screwed.
Yeah, it's like a better nuke on the enemies, and it's a better heal on you also. So this hero is seeing a lot of popularity. I've seen it both sup and core, so it's not totally clear what this is when they pick it on 5. And we see Visage Hoodwink. I think Hoodwink, with the new shard, or they switched the Ags to the shard, and they made the Ags kind of like the old shard, but a little bit different. And I think the main change is having Boomerang on the shard is really good for this hero. So I've been liking this hero probably as a support, but possibly as a core also.
I remember watching it the other night, and it felt like both the shard and the Ags were better now they're swapped around, where you get the Boomerang early for a little gold, but then when you have the 4k gold for the Ags, suddenly it's better than the old Ags. So it's just... everything's fantastic with the new workaround. I'm surprised they buffed Hoodwink the way they did with that. I thought Hoodwink was fine last patch.
Yeah. One more thing, they picked Visage. This hero got some nerfs and some buffs. Overall, I'm not sure exactly where that puts this hero, but I think when we played against this boss up team, my team, we had to play against their Visage one game, and we lost. We got 2-0'd by these guys, actually. But we were having some internal issues this regular season. But their Visage was good. I think they played offlane, so this could be their offlane duo. I'm not sure that I love this as a lane pairing. I think usually it's better to have someone who stands in front for Visage, but if they think it's 5 Undying, maybe they didn't want a melee 4, or maybe this Hoodwink is going somewhere else. We're not sure yet. But Visage, his ult, I think got better or like the birds have more attack range or something. So I'm not exactly sure where that puts this hero. I can't imagine he's that bad, but I'm also not sure if he's super broken again, which he could be.
I know a lot of Visage players have still been wanting to pick the hero, and Zexy also enjoys playing Visage, so it's probably same old in that sense, where it's just time to pick more Visage.
Yeah, it can be good against Undying sometimes. You can put your birds on the tomb and it kind of dies, but we'll see how that ends up working out. They also picked Ember on 8. I know this Toilet Jork team really likes this hero. I think it's one of their most played, if not their most played, over the whole season. So no real surprise. I think this hero feasts on Hoodwink. It's alright against Visage, but if the Visage gets ahead, Ember can have trouble killing the Visage. But you pretty much never will die to Visage as Ember, so that's something you have going for you. One thing is these bans. Batrider got banned. I think this hero is Omega broken right now. Didn't get first phased. Maybe they don't play it. Or maybe they just didn't like it this game against what they saw. But I think this hero is very scary. Other than that, Dire's banning some carries, PA and Void. I'm a fan of both of those heroes. I don't know exactly why they're banning them. I guess they're okay against Visage. And my go-to against Visage is Bristleback as carry, but I think this hero got really hit hard by the nerfs, so maybe they're not as scared of it. Maybe they'll ban it here. We'll see.
I decided to look it up, by the way. They had 9 Ember picks this season. They have been, in terms of both picks and bans combined, it is their 3rd most popular hero. So they've been picking a lot of Ember, or having a lot of Ember banned against them. I know Polo loves the hero, so shouldn't be too shocking that it's a priority. They banned the Night Stalker, so they're going to say, you know what, if you want this nerfed Bristleback hero, you can have it. I haven't seen it a single time since the patch, so I'd be a little bit shocked if Toilet Joe go for it.
Yeah, I was checking the Dota Pro tracker this morning. I was sorting by win rate. And the lowest win rate hero right now is Bristleback with 39%. It's only 234 games, but it's not great because the hero last patch seemed really, really good, and its win rate was very high the whole time. And now, if it's at the very bottom, then it's probably not a good sign.
You know, I'm happy to see the hero gone. I thought he was a very degenerate, low-skill hero, so I'm happy he's in the dumpster again. We get Mars instead, who's, at the very least, a high-skill ceiling hero. Get some fun stuff coming on.
Yeah, so one thing about this Monkey King pick is I think most likely when they picked it's a flex, right? But you probably want it against Ember mid, and I think that's why they picked it. And then they reply with Willow and Mars, which are both kind of annoying for Monkey King to play against. So at this point, they could just decide to play this monkey as support. It lanes well with Visage, it stands in front of them, and you have two spells you can use in the lane to help Visage get his stacks up. I don't know if they want to play this mid still, the Monkey King. They could go for something else. Or they could just leave it open and pick their carry here. I think it's a good Terrorblade game. They might just go with it. I think there's a lot of carries banned right now. Jug, PA, Void. I guess it's not that many, but they also could play carry Monkey King here and pick something else flexible. Maybe Puck. It's not flexible, but it looks like a pretty okay Puck game. And I think this hero is still good, despite the nerfs.
I can't help but laugh anytime you say it's a good Terrorblade game. I just can't help but laugh.
If there's an Undying, I'm trying to play TB. Undying just dies to this hero. They go Earthshaker.
Interesting. I mean, that's some instant lockdown right there. Where we were concerned about possibly killing a hero like Ember Spirits. I know you said Visage definitely not a good hero at doing that, but Blink, Echo Slam, that's one way to kill an Ember Spirit. You throw in everything else on top of that, and bam, you have a lot of follow-up stuns if you're dire here.
I'm a little concerned about how this Earthshaker will do in lane. I think Undying can be tough. If this is 5 Undying, Visage Earthshaker could have some trouble shutting down the enemy carry. Shaker can just pull wave against Undying and start boots and stuff. And maybe they'll be okay. Depending on what Radiant chooses as their carry. If they choose something aggressive, Dire can struggle. If they choose something that just wants to trade farm, then the Shaker will be able to have an okay game and roam mid. I think if it's monkey mid, which we don't know, they probably also don't know either. This monkey could still go safe lane. 10 seconds remaining. But Shaker can gank for Monkey King in the mid lane and maybe kill Ember before he hits level 6. So that could be part of their idea with this Shaker pick.
Potentially they could put the Shaker 5, right?
Yeah, they could. I think if they put Shaker 5, I would not want Monkey King to be the carry, I think. I would rather have a ranged hero. But the problem with that is choosing a ranged carry into Mars is always a little bit suspect. But it could still work. I think this Mars hero is still good. It's maybe one of the better offlaners still, even though it's been nerfed like 1,000 patches in a row since it was released. But his skill set is just so good. I'm always a big fan of having a Blink Stunner, tanky Blink Stunner preferably, in your offlane. And Mars is one of the best heroes at doing that. His laning phase is usually good. And you can always have impact with your Arena Spirit combo.
I think I found a hero. I think it might be Morphling actually for boss up.
Yeah, Morphling is cool. I mean, it's good against all of Radiant's heroes right now. You can't do the Shaker Morph combo anymore, but that's okay. I think Morph could be good. They will still get to see the carry matchup first. One thing is now 4 more carries just got banned, right? So the pool is shrinking. I think Lifestealer is still in. They might choose Lifestealer here. I'm not sure. I know they like to play it. Or at least I'm pretty sure Vetslav likes to play it. I don't know how much they've played it this season.
It's one of those things, though, where I think every carry player somewhere in their back pocket has at least a decent bit of familiarity at Lifestealer. He's one of those evergreen heroes where he's always pretty decent at doing what he does. And
yeah, that's my worst carry hero.
Really?
I can't play that hero. I mean, I can play it. It's fine. I just would not ever choose him because you have to rely on your team too much. You get kited once your Q is over, and you have to ult your guy and trust him to go in well. Yeah, Lifestealer here. So this is where I would pick Terrorblade, but he just got banned. Some other notable bans in this game that would be good. Faceless Void is good against Lifestealer. PA I think is pretty good. Jug is okay. Slark is okay. They're all banned. So I think Morphling looks really good here. It's a favorable matchup against Lifestealer. PL could be interesting, but it's against Ember, so it's not great, but it has good matchup against the rest. They could just put Monkey Carry also and choose a mid. They go Dawn. I think it'll be Carry Monkey or Carry Dawn.
Seems to be Carry Monkey mid Dawn, which is definitely probably the most expected way to put that. It is interesting though, seeing that they had this Monkey King versus Ember matchup. They chose to ignore it and go for the Dawnbreaker instead.
I actually do not love this for Dire. I think one thing about this Dawnbreaker hero is you want someone who will go in, and you can ult on them, right? So if you're not playing this hero out of the off lane, you're playing it mid or something, generally your off laner could be like some jumpy guy like Mars or Sand King or Pango. But they have no one who wants to go in first, so this Donald is kind of just going to be the safe people. Like Shaker doesn't want to blink in first, he wants to sit in the back, throw a Fisher, wait for a good slam. Monkey King can jump in first, and once he gets BKB, that's probably what we'll see. The Monkey King goes in, Dawnbreaker ults on top, they try and burst people. But I think they picked this because the carry pool was kind of limited, and it's still an okay game to play Monkey King safely. So they just wanted something for mid. Dawnbreaker is good against Ember in lane still. You pretty much trade farm, but it's probably a little better for Dawn just in the lane. Ember won't get shut out of the lane or anything though. And I think one thing that hurts Dawn is she really liked the small camp last patch. Like 2 patches ago, I was experimenting with this Dawn. I would just stack the small camp and then drag the wave to it and farm both. And I would get really farmed. You get level 6 like 4 minutes in. But with the small camp missing now, Dawn's first ult will be a little later. So the impact you can have on your side lanes is a little bit delayed. So that could slow down a mid Dawnbreaker's game. Overall, I think both drafts are good and both can win. So I think this should be a good, exciting game.
Actually, really interesting. See, I think the Dire's probably going to win. But this rating draft is a very interesting concept. I think we're in for a lot of very fun team fights. Especially, I'm looking at Rose Golden's blink time as being a very important thing in this game, where you mentioned there's not really too many Dire heroes that want to go in, but Blink Echo Slam is one way to do it, where even if the Shaker will be killing himself every single fight, you're creating pressure, and you're creating this centralized thing to slow our Guardian around. I'm being complimented in the all chat, I think. He is bat-chesting, though, so it's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
No, that means he's just really excited to tell you.
I don't know if he doesn't know or if I don't know, but I'm just gonna pretend that I don't know. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. Looking at the drafts a little more, I would actually rather play Radiance draft, like at least 80%. 80-20, if I'm Radiance draft, I think I'm feeling pretty good. In Dire's draft, if I have to play this, I think the execution is a lot harder. They kind of want to ball up around their Visage and have Dawnbreaker farming wherever maybe Monkey will, be standing on the trees, and they can snowball the game. The only problem I have with that is this arena with Tombstone is very powerful. And then on top of that, they also have the Willow ult. So these 3 heroes are really good for team fighting on Radiant, and then they have their 2 cores. It's a pretty nice Ember game. The stuns are Fisher, Monkey Q, and then the rest are not great for catching Ember. So if Ember has an okay lane, maybe gets a few early kills on the subs, he could very well own this game. And Lifestealer, I think, also has a pretty free game, in theory. His lane should go really well. Visage plus Shaker cannot really stop this guy from farming, I think. Especially because he has Undying. And I don't love Undying Lifestealer, that's one thing. Because they both kind of are just going to sustain. Like, basically, Lifestealer doesn't need an Undying in his lane, right, to secure his game. So I've drafted something like
that's the server, right?
Lagged.
Not just, okay. It's not just. That makes me feel better. It's not just me. We were getting a little bit of it last night, and I think it was on my end, but luckily this time it's the server's end, which actually is still not a good thing. But that's a
There's one thing I discovered yesterday. I was playing Lycan, and at nighttime his howl affects every enemy creep and hero. So when I would click howl, the game would like freeze for 1 second for everyone.
That can't be a good thing.
Yeah, it was really funny. But yeah, so this lifestealer will want to just solo bottom after a while, like, and this Undying will have to go somewhere else, which isn't exactly what you want to do. Is Undying? You're not a great ganker. You can be okay. You can like put a tombstone somewhere, but Undying kind of just wants to trade with the offlaner and the 4 forever, and bully them and stuff. But Lifestealer doesn't exactly need that to secure his game. So I'll be curious to see what this Undying ends up doing after the lane.
We're already seeing a bit of a first blood attempt going on, but I'm sure Killjoy is fine. Unless the perfect spear. He actually has a perfect spear on Killjoy, but again, he's under the tier 2 tower. Flash Canoe and Clueless are diving. I don't know if
he's gonna die. He can just W the guy.
This is not good for Radiant suddenly. Their heroes are very, and I do mean very deep for this play, and Flash Canoe will get away as well, but again, that's a lot of tower being tanked by both the Mars and the Undying. Turns out the Dark Willow, okay, Dark Willow is going top. Flash Canoe is going to have to run all the way bottom, so it's going to be a rough start to this bottom lane suddenly.
I actually think this is really bad for Radiant. This stuff where you lose a bunch of health at the rune couldn't grief your lane, especially if Undying is walking all the way bottom. And this Shaker fissured the wave, so Lifestealer should be okay here, but he might not get every CS.
He's certainly not getting too many denies right now. Zexy is certainly chilly in this lane. And then mid lane, we haven't looked at mid lane too much, but again, Turtle chose this lane. He wanted the Dawnbreaker into the Ember, so I would expect him to do well in this lane.
Yeah, I mean, Ember doesn't really have the tools to force this Dawn out unless Dawn messes up. You can dodge the Dawnbreaker Q with Sleight of Fist, and if you put more points in Flame Guard, Dawn can't break it. So it's not terrible for Ember, but also not great. And Dawn has a lot of damage, so she'll get like every CS.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much no items for right-clicking and still 69 damage. It's a lot of damage. Take a bit of a dive bottom lane, but it's not really a kill attempt. It's more like, hey, get a little bit of deny for a range creep deny, and that still didn't happen. Fissure? Oh, that's gonna be denied. It's a big deny for Fatsoft, actually.
Unlucky for Dire.
Rose Golden wanted the last hit secure it, but ultimately secured the deny instead. What can you do on that one?
Yeah, I think top lane is interesting. Some games Monkey King feels like a good counter to Mars in lane. And some games Mars gets owned by Monkey King in the lane. It kind of depends on the supports. But generally, I think this lane, at least with these supports, should kind of go even. I don't imagine that anyone will feed too hard here. It's hard for Monkey to get 4 stacks and then keep hitting Mars, because Mars has 2 different ways to disengage this action.
We've seen so far top lane, it's been relatively even CS flats between these 2 cores. I think if anything, Dire might be winning the trades on regen slightly, but again, Microfry brought a lot of regen, so everything's A-okay. He's buying space for Clueless to get his CS, and that, of course, is what matters in this lane here.
This Dark Willow has a Quelling Blade, which is funny, I guess, just to cut down the monkey. But I'm not sure this is...
Oh, mid lane. Unfortunate fissure from Rose Golden. Almost perfect to kill Polo instead. A little bit off the mark there. Had him on the south side rather than the north side.
He might die here on Ember. A few seconds.
Hammer is up in 2, but Polo will barely live. Extraordinarily close.
Really bad for the Ember. He's gonna miss, like... He misses an entire wave and an extra range creep, and he's gonna miss at least 2 more creeps, I think.
He'd almost rather die at a certain point to get back to lane faster.
Yeah.
But he will TP in finally now.
He missed like basically 2 whole waves. That's what he missed. So Dawn will hit 6 first, and the first rotation with Dawnbreaker is very powerful. Because you're ganking like level 4 heroes in the side lanes. They should die. One thing is, this Visage suffers a lot for this rotation. Right? This Visage has 9 last hits. He has to play against Undying, which is pretty rough. Undying just being this monster of a laning support.
He only has boots and 1 tango, and he's still just manning up in this 1v2. No cares in the world, just buying as much space for his carry to farm. And again, look at Fastloss CS. It's 27 and 14 right now. He's doing a fantastic job CS-wise in the left stealer.
Yeah.
Mid lane, Polo will die. That's the first one for Turtle. That's a big outplay from Turtle right there. Very important.
Yeah. So this Ember gets ganked by the Shaker. He misses like 2.5 waves or whatever, and then
An rotation top lane as well, the Solar Guardian. This could be a disaster. Killjoy will die, but it's time for vengeance. If the Mars dies, that's a big kill for the Dire, and they will, of course, kill Clueless. Bloom securing that kill.
Yeah. So this Dawnbreaker is kind of owning this game right now. He's out of mana though. Guess I'll walk back mid and be okay. Ember will get level 6 off this.
Whoa, Turtle. This is a bold play. He's going to fill his bottle top lane and I think go for another gank afterwards.
Yeah, this could be like game ruining for Radiant if this kills the Mars again. I'm not sure that it will. The Dark Below.
Never mind. He's running back mid again for the rune. I don't think he'll get this. I think Micropry denies it. Wait, never mind. Ramble. Hammer available towards the rune, secured by Turtle.
Could have denied it.
He did not deny. Could have Dark World used the Shadow Realm to deny, but did not do so. As a result, free Illusion Rune and free Bottle Turtles. Bottom lane, however, seeing a dive on Zexy, and he will die to the Fast Flock Lifestealer. So now both carriers are having a pretty fantastic game. Both have a kill. Both have a lot of CS, so it's going to be one of those games where it's certainly going to be a game of carries here between Bloom and Fastloff.
Yeah. This Lifestealer is having a mega free game. Gonna get a lot of damage on this tower. It shouldn't die here though. And Turtle got a bounty rune also, so he's full. Ember is getting some time to catch up here, which is nice for him, but he's still...
Ooh, Clueless. He's not 6 yet. And that will be one more death on the Mars. Killjoy gets the kill, luckily for the Radiant, but still, it's unlucky that you lose your Mars. Even though the kill went to a support, you're still not happy with that one.
Yeah, he just got caught kind of playing alone. I think if he plays with this Willow, this kill should not happen unless Dawn comes. But Dire was able to catch him out while the Willow was pulling, and they're able to convert that into a kill, which is good for this monkey. I mean, any amount you can shut down a Mars early is important, because once this hero hits 6, he threatens to just kill anyone who shows up in his lane.
He is 5.5 right now, still a half level away, and as a result, Dire, having 6 on Monkey, will attempt to go in there with that extra point in Jingu Mastery. Micro Fry has hit the Monkey King with a Curse Crown, but Turtle rides with the Solar Guardian to kill the Dark Willow. That's already 1 kill in favor of the Dire. And now we're seeing Mars run down Killjoy, but Killjoy will get a Bushwhack off before he dies, so now it's a 1-for-1. Both teams lose 1 support. Dire want to run at the Mars. Mars is still not 6, but Bloom just got Primal Spring up. The Mars is not in vision, however, so he'll be A-okay over there.
Yeah. This Dawn is rotating a lot, which is what you want to do on this hero, and it's freeing up some space for this Shaker, who's level 4.5 now. The only problem is this Shaker feels nice. He gets to sap a lot of XP mid, but this Visage...
oh, another death top lane on Clueless. Turtle goes in, has the Starbreaker stun, and that'll be a 3rd kill for Turtle, and a 3rd death for the Mars. Very unfortunate. Mid lane, however, it's died by Polo for Rose Golden. He has 1 more Remnant in, has 2 more available. Cytophist will do the job, so now Polo gets on the board as well. Turtle TP's in, but there will be no vengeance quite yet.
He should be
Keyword is should, but once again, it's hard for Ember to dive in that exact situation.
Yeah. I think Dire is probably happy with how these lanes are going. The Monkey King is off to a good start, which is important. If this hero gets a bad laning phase, it can be really rough to come back, but if you have a good lane and you get to your farming items or your early fighting items, you can usually ensure you have a lot of impact. Visage God is level 6, which is kind of all this hero wants. Once you get 6, you can kill the creeps in lane, or you could just kill neutrals if that's what you need to do. You can also rotate to the tower if you're really crazy, and he's rushing an Orchid this game on Visage, so it'll be interesting to see how much value you can get out of it. It's really good against all the Radiant's heroes, so I see why he's doing it.
Especially the Lifestealer and the Ember. I mean, Ember often buys a BKB, but it's might have to go first item. Oh no, unfortunate Arena from Clueless, a bit off the mark. Turtle, just too fast on the escape on that case.
Yeah, that was unlucky. He might still die.
Ember, wait a minute. Ember gets slapped here. Has Flesh Canoe to heal him. Remnant and looking for Rose Golden, dodging one more stun from the Earthshaker. Flesh Canoe is diving this tower, buying a little bit of time. Chains hit on the Earthshaker. Earthshaker is incredibly low, but not quite dead yet, but the Decay will finish the job. That's one kill for the Radiance, and they want to dive for a second. They see Killjoy. Chains are up into Bushwhack, will stun, however. Polo, about 1/4 HP. Turtle, will Starbreaker, but the last hit is dodged by Polo. Bloom, the balance circle hit on 2 to kill the Embers for a 1-for-1. Now Dire are beginning to hunt for more. Micro Fry is an easy kill. The harder kill might be the Undying, but again, he's not that hard. It's a third kill for Desire to boss up, and that right there is an overzealous dive from Toilet Jork.
Yeah, it was looking good there for Radiant, but they kind of ran out of gas, and the Stormbreaker had regen rune, which really sucked, because he went back in and killed the Ember. This is great for Monkey King, who just strolls over, gets a few kills. Now he has Maelstrom. And Lifestealer is also farming through all of this, but again, I'm not completely sold on this hero. And in a game like this, I find it's hard for Lifestealer to 1v5 a game. If your other lanes are struggling, even if your lane is really good on Lifestealer, you know, he's top net worth on his team. He's walking back to base right now. I think this is really bad. He's probably going to walk base on port top, but this is like very inefficient. His ult like full heals him if he just goes in a creep. So okay, he actually ported bottom. I think this is really,
that's unfortunate.
Really crazy because he could have just ulted a creep
easily. Yeah, and because of these plays now, the Monkey's going to certainly out-farm the Lifestealer. Over to mid lane, Polo finds a solo kill on Rose Gold, and then Radiant look for a second kill on the Turtle Dawnbreaker, about the two-man Bushwhack. However, I guess Radiant do a Tombstone as the counterplay. Micro Fry will miss the Bramble Maze. Killjoy will get stunned with the Curse Crown, and the kill will be attempted with the damage from the Bedlam. Sled Chains into Spear. Spear is the last hit. Now a 2-kill streak for the Radiant in that 2-for-0. And it seems like this time the 2-for-0 will be clean.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that Radiant is casting their spells. Sometimes, if you have some rough lanes, like this Mars was struggling a lot, you can feel like you need to stay in your lane and catch up, but he keeps walking mid, and he's trying to, you know, use his spells to carve himself a game, and I think that's correct, but he might...
Well, Bloom, really bold play, top lane, solo kills the Marth, but it might cost him his life. Bedlam brings him half HP, Wukong's activated, in comes Turtle, Bloom incredibly low, Bloom is dead, but in comes a big bad Turtle, slapping Flesh Canoe with his hammer. Flesh Canoe runs in the tree, Turtle moves to Micro Fry is out of mana. Turtle will hammer in for a second kill of the team fight. Now it's a 2-for-1 in favor of the Dire, I should say. However, Apollo arriving, Turtle will miss the stun, but gets some Lifestealer. Tombstone will slow. And again, chains are up in 5. The Tombstone is not enough to keep Turtle in place. Sharpshooter is dodged by Polo. Slay Chains again hits. But that'll be the end of our fight. Top lane. However, bottom lane, it's Rose Gold using a Fissure on 2, running away from Fastloff and Clueless. Sexy has a familiar stun to allow him and the Shaker to escape. However, there's no escaping from the arena this time. Batsloth goes in, has the rage, looking at Visage, will certainly fall. Shaker and Monkey King want to fight the 2v2. Batsloth runs down Rose Golden, and now it's an infest into the Mars to escape on the Life Stealer. 2 kills for Batsloth across the map. Very good for Toy the Jork.
Yeah, Radiant is actually getting pretty good trades here. The Mars died top to the Monkey, but Monkey ended up dying for it, so Mars is not too sad. And because he got full HP from dying, he's able to come bottom and help his lifestealer. Slow down this Visage's Orchid timing, which is pretty important.
Looking over at the items on Ember and Lifestealer, we are going to see a first item Maelstrom on Polo, which again is very standard, but it will mean the BKB will be delayed, so yeah, as you mentioned, delaying that Orchid time even more important. Killjoy, I think he's eventually dead top lane. They know he's in the trees.
He's no scurry.
Yeah, no points in Scurry. There's no way out of that one. He'll Bushwhack on 2, but then Radiant have abilities for counterplay. Slight Fist in. Polo still chasing. Killjoy still no Scurry skills. And down goes Killjoy.
This Rat hero is so annoying sometimes. If he has
Absolutely.
that point E there, they're never catching him. Luckily for Radiant, he's only level 7, so couldn't get away. Mars is getting some time to hit creeps bottom. This is one of the heroes that can stand in front of Visage for a while, just because you know, the Bulwark makes Visage's birds do not that much damage. He has an Orchid now though, so he might die on Mars. This would be unfortunate. He's really close to Blink. If he walks up, okay, if he walks up, he'll probably die. And they might even just kill him under his tower.
Looks like both teams want to go for these kills. Dire on the Mars, Radiant on the Dawnbreaker. The question is, who will die? And the answer may just be nobody. I mean, Polo's a slow TP. His TP, oh, it's not cancelled!
Oh my god.
Almost too slow of a TP there from Polo. Almost got him killed. So now as the spear missed, Remnant in, chains hit on 2, Solar Guardian, the counterplay to the arena from Clueless. Clueless will attempt the man fight out of this one. Echo Slam will demolish the Mars into another kill on Micro Fry. Dire already have 2. They want a third kill perhaps. The Tombstone has fallen. It's basically 2.5 kills right there. Polo attempts the Remnant, but there is no way out but 6 feet under. 3 kills for Boss Up, and that is a big fight win right there. Actually, they're only at 2 towers as well. His mid T1's almost dead, and the bot T1's going to die as well. That's a disaster.
Yeah, that was really pretty bad for Radiant there. I think this Mars just went a little too far. He's 100 gold from Blink, and his team ported down to save him, so he felt a little pressure to get something off of it, right? So he wants to go cast his ult. The only problem is Undying's port was the last one, so the Tombstone didn't come until Mars was already dead. This guy had like a 6-second TP.
At the very least, the Blink has been finished for Clueless. That is a nice item to finally finish. And again, Arena's up in 25, and Flesh Canoe has smoke, so they can perhaps go for a smoke arena play very soon.
Yeah, it'll be important to get value out of this Blink Dagger. If Mars is not able to get kills with this Blink, this hero can start falling behind in farm and levels very fast. But looks like they might use it here.
Well, smoke not needed. The arena is on the Dawnbreaker. Now the first round will stun into a kill for Polo, and I mean, they planned on smoking out for the kill, but the kill came to them, and it's a very important one to get on Turtle.
Yeah, he just stepped a little too far. He might have W'd the wave and like double-clicked it on accident. I'm not sure. I didn't see how exactly it got so far up. I know I've done that a few times on Dawn, where I'm trying to spam my W out and I accidentally go to it and I die for it. It feels bad.
Well, bottom lane, there's a D-Ward from Killjoy, but that D-Ward is going to cost him his life, it appears. That is the entirety of Toy the Jork on the way, and there's only a Visage and Hoodwink for the side of the Dire. They are splitting up, perhaps letting one die for the other to live. However, both are juking around.
On Mars, and he's infested. You might catch him here.
Zexy seems to have escaped. Killjoy will Acorn Shot. Spears off the mark next to the Tumbler's play from Killjoy. Somehow Sexy and Killjoy, their snow fights are allowing time for the team to rotate in. Shaker has arrived, Turtle
No
has
mana,
response,
Shaker.
or Guardian stuns, and now Dire are winning this fight heavily. Mars will spear away the Dawnbreaker, but at this point the Fear actually might salvage it. Sexy is dead, Rose Golden dies, Echo Slam could not do enough damage. Now Radiant have gotten 2 kills. Killjoy is dead, that's 3 kills, and that's a 4th kill on Turtle as well. Toilet Jork, massive team fight win, triple kill for Polo, that is very important right there.
Yeah, this Tombstone actually owned this Undying hero. If he's able to get his spells down or get his E down, and it gets ignored in the fight, it stacks up really fast. It makes the fight really hard. Also, this Shaker had no mana when he ported over, so he didn't echo. He didn't have the echo at the start, which gave enough time for Undying to win the drawn out fight. Same with Ember. These heroes like these fights that draw out. They're able to get multiple rounds of spells off.
That's a fight there. I think we saw like 5 or 6 Sleight of Fists. So a lot of spears, a lot of decays. You mentioned the power of these drawn out fights with these Radiant heroes, and it seems like Dire are struggling to concisely finish these fights right now. Part of that can be the positioning there. I mean, you have 2 heroes entirely isolated, but seems like, again, Radiant are good to fight. Bloom has chosen to engage with his BKB, does not activate it. Radiant walk away as a result.
Just baiting Tomb and getting out is a pretty good play. It makes it hard for Radiant to take fight. He also used Flesh Golem, so Dire might look to either make another smoke play or possibly hit tower. I don't think they'll hit the tower though. One thing is Visage rushed Orchid, which it looks really good, right, against Radiant's heroes, and if it gets him kills, it'll feel good, but there's been a few fights now where Visage hasn't been able to convert this Orchid into many kills, so he might start falling behind on farm for a while. Whereas if you buy like a team item like Vlad's or Drums or something, even Eggs first, those items are a bit better for accelerating your farm speed on Visage compared to Orchid.
Clueless definitely should be dead right now, by the way. He made a real bold play mid lane, managed to blink react away from both of the possible stunning heroes. It's an interesting escape there for Clueless.
Yeah. One thing is we haven't really talked about either carry for a while. Lifestealer has SNY Armlet, and he's making his way towards Satanic. He's actually pretty close, about 1 component off. And then Monkey King finished his BKB right when that fight bottom was going on, and he ported over, but he was not able to participate. So both carries are about to hit. Well, Monkey King is ready to fight, basically, but he can also keep farming.
Good escape by Bloom.
Got out.
BKB not even needed from Bloom. I think a bit of a 1v1 top lane, but that will mean that both Lifestealer and Dawnbreaker can engage bottom lane. Lifestealer can TP, Dawnbreaker can Solar Guardian. Clueless is stuck in a bushwhack into a sharpshooter. It seems like the Mars will be simply dead, though he's not dead quite yet. Fisher hits on 2, Echo Slam on 2 into the Solar Guardian from Turtle. Wukong's on top. Mars will have to buy it back. Dark Willow dies on the east side. Trade is for Killjoy. Dire now are in the middle of a bunch of Radiant heroes fighting in their Wukongs. Rose Golden is dead. Ember gets away. Fastloft will infest into what I believe is some kind of lane creep. Yes, it will be. Now, Bounce actually misses from Bloom. He's trying to man fight. His BKB is over. His life is over. Zexy successfully TPs away. It cost him the buyback on Mars, but that was a successful engagement for Toilet Jork.
Yeah, buyback on Mars feels pretty bad, but at this point, he'll get his BKB eventually. He has Blink and ult, so he's always going to be useful, even if his items aren't coming at the pace he wants. If he's able to win the fight with this buyback, both of his other cores lived, it's not terrible for a Radiant team. And this guy is Satanic on Lifestealer now. It's really hard to kill him. You probably bought this because there's an Orchid on the Visage. This is one way you can dispel it. It's also a good damage item for Lifestealer. They do still have the chain stun from Earthshaker, but he also has the SNY, which helps him get out of that faster. So this lifestealer should be really hard to kill. I don't think they'll be able to burst him first. Maybe if the rest of Radiant's heroes die, they'll be able to kill this guy. But other than that, he should be pretty safe. And Ember had BKB in that fight, so this hero should also almost never die. Unless he gets chain stun full to 0 by Shaker.
Well, speaking of being chain stunned and dying, top lane clueless. Typically it's more of a stun into an Orchid, but it's definitely a kill on the Mars.
Yeah, that feels really bad for this Mars. He bought back, he died. He didn't get to farm up to his BKB and he died again. So he's dead for a really long time. Dire has a window here where probably Radiant's best team fight ult is down. So they might look. And Shaker gets his blink here. And he has a smoke, so they might smoke it up here.
That's an important timing. That's a lot of being able to go in suddenly for the Dire. Before we were seeing Monkey King kind of raw Primal Spring in there, Dawnbreaker Solar Guardian doing the job. Now you have a Blink Echo, you have Blink Fissure. That's a lot of options right there.
Yeah. He did go Shard first on Shaker, which I noticed earlier, which has been seeing a lot of some amount of popularity recently. It's just a safer and cheaper way to have a lot of impact on this Shaker hero. Where Blink is good if you want to echo them and like chain stun them for longer, but with this shard you can just stand in the trees and fissure and stuff and be on the edge, which is also good for catching heroes like Ember. Top lane,
we are in for a fight top lane. Bushwhack is dodged thanks to the Shadow Realm. Battle Strike's
everyone
off the mark. Okay, abilities missed. Interesting.
Yeah, it was actually really close. This monkey jumped like almost right on top of the Mars, like on the trees. And if Mars had seen him, you can just insta arena and get the Monkey King down. But Monkey was just far enough that Mars didn't see him jumping around. And then everyone just missed all their spells, so nothing happened. The Lifestealer is just farming bottom. This is kind of crazy. He's just played bottom like for 26 minutes, which is something that can happen if you pick Lifestealer late in the draft. Dire kind of has no hero or no way to like bully this guy out.
I guess this is what happens now when there's no Tri-Camp. Wait, speaking of, what do we call the Tri-Camp now that's not a Tri-Camp anymore?
Yeah, I call it the Triangle of Sadness, because there's no more small camp here. Now you're sad if you walk here.
Yeah, but, there's just a missing part of it right there.
Not really a triangle.
What is it now? It's when it's a line?
Yeah, it just doesn't sound the same.
The secret shop pair?
Yeah, I guess the secret shop is the third point in the triangle.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, triangle. And the other one's a little more of a stretch, but it's like an isosceles triangle. It'll work.
Okay, Dire's making play towards top.
And they want the Ember. Ember has big KB and won't even need to use it.
He didn't Orchid, so he actually didn't even have to use BKB. Yeah, Radiant should smoke up right now. I think they're going to. Mars is pretty far. He's not even porting. This is kind of slow. He really wants his BKB on Mars. That's the call that's being made here. Everyone else wants to smoke, and Mars is saying, I'm 100 golds from BKB. Can we wait?
And so this wave will do it. It'll be behind the smoke. Ember initiate into the Roshan pit where Shaker was standing. Shaker certainly will lose his life, but he'll get 2-man Fissure up into 2-man Echo Slam before that happens. Shaker is now dead, but Radiant losing a lot of HP on a lot of heroes. However, Dawnbreaker is dropping to 1/3 HP. He's bashed by Fastball, and he's dead. Flesh Canoe is dead, but Radiant have killed two very important team fighting heroes. One of them has bought back. Shaker has returned to the fight. Zexy is in danger. In comes Wukong on top of 2-man Balance Strike. Coolest has fallen. Fastball is man fighting to kill the Visage. Visage will now die in the middle of Dark Bramble Root. Polo is throwing out more side effects. Bloom will BKB. Man fighting Vastloff. Vastloff looks like Satanic, but he's incredibly low. He cannot let steal enough. He's losing this man fight. Ember is trying to get mana from the fountain, but Vastloff will be left to die. That's his first death of the game. Dire move to Undying. Balance Strike annihilates Flesh Canoe, and Micro Fry is the one man now in the fight. Polo will return, looking for a dieback on Shaker. Shaker has now diebacked. Polo is godlike. It's now a 2v2. Polo on the run. Bloom engaging. His BKB remains on cooldown. Familiar to stun. Scotty the slow. Polo again will walk away, and I believe now the fight is over. Maybe? Maybe not, actually. He's still fighting. It's a Balance Strike on Micro Fry into a pushback dodge by Shadow Realm. Sharpshooter again is going to hit, but Micro Fry is not dead.
The chain went on the Visage Bird that was in the ground. If he caught the monkey, maybe they could have kept going. But overall, I think this fight is, I don't know, even, maybe? Two subs diebacked, one on each side. The Monkey King gets a lot of golden XP for this, but so does the Ember. They're the two cores that survived. Dawnbreaker died like at the very start, so she's a little sad. But Lifestealer also ended up dying eventually. I think both teams should look to Roche. Like, I think this fight, the idea is you win this fight and you go Roche, but it was such a crazy fight that neither team was able to pick up Roshan after. But I think they should look to do it. Both teams have good ways to kill it. Undying can ult and attack it and put down Tomb and stuff. The Radiant's gonna smoke again.
It is that 5-man smoke time. Again, in the Roshan pit area, but they're running past it. Looking at Radiant Vision, they see nothing. They're not far from Monkey King, however. They're picking out the area where Bloom is standing. But they'll pop it instead on Killjoy. Not the target they want. Not even the target they get. Unfortunate. At least there's a D ward. That's still very unfortunate right there for Radiance.
Dire smoked above. Visage is not coming to this.
Echo Slam on the Ember. He's being chain stunned. BKB not there in time. Polo 100-0. Turtle engaged upon Clueless. Can BKB, can Arena. BKB used, Arena still not used. Sharpshooter will split the wickets. Arena on 3, into the fear from Dark Willow on 3 as well. Bloom now turns at Wukong's, trying to man fight. Both teams are dying on so many key heroes. Bounce back on Mars. The Mars is dead, but Dire being kited around right now on the south side. Bedlam has been used. Rolls Golden may die on the south side, but Dire seems to be fine with this Lifestealer. He's man fighting Bloom again. This time Bloom will lose the man fight. He's now dead for 79. Zexy is being run at by Fastlaw. Fastlaw is slowing. He's demolishing. Flesh Canoe is dead, but the trade is for Zexy. Fastlaw again wants Rose Golden. Glimmercape trying to escape. Wait. The free pathing! And the familiar stunts actually get the Shaker away. Maybe. The creeps.
Who's gonna die?
Oh.
He's alive.
Close call. Radiant, though, actually ended up losing that fight. Even though Fastloth went off, the remainder of the team lacked the HP to do more.
Bash the bird. I mean, this Lifestealer is really strong, right? But the problem I have with this hero is you have to, in a 1v5 game, which he's not actually 1v5, right? But when his Ember dies early and the rest of his team, they cast their spells, and Lifestealer kind of has to clean up, it can be hard against all these heroes with their glimmers and fissures and all this stuff. It can be hard to just kill everyone, which we're seeing. But getting Rush here...
Oh, never mind. Fatsoft still gets it. Oh, for a second, Zexy wanted to deny. This is definitely a catch on Hoodwink. Killjoy. He's invis, but not for long. I mean, there's no way he escapes this one, and Clueless will be the one who completes the kill.
Yeah. And he has Basher on Lifestealer, and he's about to finish a Scotty. So these... no, actually he's going Axe on Lifestealer.
I guess that's his anti-Monkey King deck.
Yeah, it's okay. I think. Does this? Yeah, it also reduces the cooldown to 20 seconds, which I think is pretty big. And you can help heal your guy or save your guy if he's getting gone on. I think it's okay. I'm not super sold on this though. I feel like it doesn't do enough damage, and if Lifestealer runs out of damage, it can be hard to win these fights because Mars is not doing that much damage. Ember will be doing a lot if he doesn't get bursted like he did in the last one.
Seems
It's still
like
a very
Dire.
close game.
Yeah, I mean, you see right now, even these map movements, even though Radiant get this top T2, it's going to be a trade likely for this bottom T2 unless TPs will save. Rose Golden's in the backlines. This is a crazy play from Dire. Bloom will attempt to escape. He's stuck in the trees, but again, he will get off of the trees. Polo, Remnants in. Bloom will BKB in man fight, looking for Flash Canoe. Microfry dies to Bloom as well. So now it's 2 kills for Dire, but in come the cores. Polo looks for backlines, chaining the Shaker. Shaker is actually not dead. Bloom has bashed him. Ember will attempt to now escape, but he's simply dead. Echo Slam, I think, did 0 damage, but it did not matter, as you've won the fight so far on this Dire side. Zexy is now fallen, but it's a 3-for-1 currently.
Yeah, this play was so awkward, I guess I'll say. But what I mean is that play was trash. They might kill this.
Killjoy. Oh, he's just juking it around with this Glimmer Cape. The detection is utterly lacking.
I don't know whose call this was, but I feel like they miscommunicated because Lifestealer did not infest. There's 4 heroes TPing around him, and he didn't infest anyone, and he TP'd to the outpost. So his TP was the longest, he got there the latest, and he should have been able to just be with one of his initiators, whether it's Ember jumping the backline or Mars jumping the whoever.
That's the problem. I mean, he definitely needs to be in the fight, given he does both the most damage and is the most tanky hero. He needs to be in these fights all the time.
Yeah. And Undying also got silenced by the Orchid Visage, and he just died without getting Tomb off. So even in the arena, they weren't getting zombies stacked up on him, so it just was bad for Radiant. The good news is they did not lose Aegis. They might catch him here, top.
Turtle will not tank a spear, but again, BKB, Radiant know he's there. There's a basher on left after BKB, so that's going to be a very hard play to escape from. Turtle will TP. Is there a bash?
Bash?
4 hits, no bash from Pastov. So the one time he needs a bash, he doesn't get a bash. Visage Familiars, he'll bash those, but 4 hits on a TP target, that's... I'm not sure what the exact odds of bashing are, but it's got to be like 65-70% there with those 4 hits.
Like 100% not to bash, apparently.
Apparently, I mean, we got that kind of see evidence of our eyes and ears. We saw no bash.
He went Mjolnir on Monkey King. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if I would have done this. I think Mjolnir Ags is pretty cool, but I feel like maybe I would have gone Ags first. It's hard for Lifestealer. We've seen it a few times. If Lifestealer is in the middle of the circle, the Monkey King ult, he does take a lot of damage, and it's hard for him to man-fight the monkey. And the Ags is can be similar to that if Monkey is just standing in the same place in the fight. It can be hard for Lifestealer to walk up on you and start hitting. But he goes Mjolnir, which is good for farming. It's just, if they fight here before he gets Ags, he could end up kind of getting punished a little bit. And Visage rats a tower bottom.
He almost has to range racks as well. This is a lot of rat damage. Dexy is still there, by the way. Like, he's still here, so he can resummon and make the exact same play. Very, very... Okay, OTP away, never mind. Top lane fight going on, Turtle. Again, is in a little bit of danger. There is no Lifestealer, however, so Turtle can TP if he wants to. The Basher is not even present to not bash. So he will escape. Wait a minute, Shaker. Has his blink cancelled. Now we'll fish it for free pathing. There's a break on Undying. Dire begin to retreat. Radiant want to chase. However, Dire will cleanly retreat. Nobody dies on either side.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on with Radiant, but they're just not using this infest on Lifestealer. He bought an Axe and he's not even clicking it to go with his team when they're porting it. I feel like it's actually, they're getting punished for it pretty hard. Like this kill on Dawn maybe happens if he comes here, but definitely the fight bottom looks a lot different if he's there at the start. And I don't know, it's just maybe the comms are a little little clogged, or maybe he just didn't think he needed to go with them. I don't know. Could be a. He could have a different perspective than me because I'm watching from spectator view, right? This Visage kind of is really annoying though. They need to put like a lane ward and a sentry, I think, on Radiant, and he'll do the Tinker Ward. This is good too. Just some way where they can see this guy and try and kill him. Because if he gets put in the Mars arena, like he should die if Lifestealer's hitting. If he gets speared, he'll definitely die. And he's always alone, so he'll definitely die on this ward if Radiant is ready to punish.
Well, it seems like Radiant want to make some kind of play, but again, Dire are entirely split. However, oh, there's no sentry. Oh, there it is. They see Zexy. They fully see the Visage. Visage, again, has means of counterplay, but his life is numbered in the matter of seconds. Curse Crown will stun. Zexy will not get Spear stunned, but again, there's no way out but death. That is a 5v1, and the one understandably has lost the fights. But Radiant want to smoke for more.
Yeah, he TP top on Lifestealer. He might run to meet his team.
Mars looks towards Dawnbreaker. Spear and Arena combo on the mark. Turtle can beat your pressure. No! The chain stun ruined. Thanks to Bloom's boundless strike, Turtle will now escape, blinking away. Radiant chase. Clueless again has used both arenas, but he spears back the Monkey King. Monkey King Wukong's as Polipines backlines, looking for Turtle again. Turtle incredibly low. Turtle dies. Fastlock runs in, looking for Shaker again. Here's the Wukong's from Bloom. Boundless strike, canceled by the Curse Crown. Fastlock will rage. Shaker blinks away. Bloom is being kited. BKB is still on cooldown. The Infest in. That's your counterplay. Spear off the mark on a stationary target. And now pops out Fastlock. Echo Slam hits 2 for damage. Fastlock is just too strong. Rose Golden dead. Bloom dead. Turtle buys that. Cancels the DP. The fight has been lost. And Toilet Jork again have a lead.
Yeah, this double arena on Mars. He finally gets this refresher orb. He only has like what, 3 items, but it's really strong. We see just how much you can break up the fight and keep people clumped. It's really good for Radiant because their team fight spells are probably better if they click them all together, as we were saying in the draft with Tombstone and Dark Willow and stuff. He has buyback on Monkey King. He might have to use it.
Either that or they're going to let the racks go.
They will definitely give mid at least. I mean, Radiant can probably kill top. They also could go back and Roche, would be safer, but at this point I feel like this guy's not buying back. I would probably hit top also, because
that is the
glyph. They
know
that Roche is up.
Monkey can buy back. Shaker has no Echo Slam. It's going to be hard for Dire to go for his fights. They might let the racks go again. That's not good, losing 2 racks like that.
Yeah, this is pretty trash for Dire. I think he should have just bought. And they should have fought. I mean, losing these 2 racks right now is... It sucks. But the bigger issue is, as Radiant walks back here, they can put Vision, they can D-ward maybe, and then they can set up for Roche. And if they get Roche here on Radiant, it's really bad for Dire. Because if you're 2 racks down and you lose Aegis, it's tough. If they bought back on Monkey there and took a fight, maybe they are able to get this Roche, and maybe the game looks different. But it's also risky, you know. Buying back on carry feels pretty bad, and also his build, he went Mjolnir, like I was talking about earlier. It pretty much did nothing in the fight, and he just like does not do enough damage to kill this monkey. He doesn't do damage to force this monkey.
It's getting so close. I'm not sure if they'll get there in time. Roshan is about 1/10
really
HP. Arena to zone. Fastlock is hitting. Fastlock will get the Aegis and the Shard. Now Dire have already smoked over. Turtle. Console Guardian in.
Out. They should just kill the Visage in the back.
Yeah, Visage. He's entirely alone. No! How did he miss the stationary target with the spear? He refreshed for that and he missed the spear. Oh, what can you do?
Yeah, that's what we call Jack Mars. It's 11-17. He's known for his Mars. He does that too. It happens.
Maybe he accidentally clicked the high ground there, and because of the angle, the spear just didn't hit. I mean, that's the most plausible way to describe that, which happens sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it happens.
They're smoking on Dire. They're trying to take this fight. He only has one arena on Mars.
He's hexed.
Oh, he's
Solar
hexed.
Guardian. He will get chain stunned 100-0. Dire moves to Flesh Canoes. TP is cancelled, as is his life. That is 2 kills, and they want, of course, a 3rd kill. Problem is, 3rd kill has left. It will be 2 kills for Dire, and they need more than that. They want to run that lane for buildings.
Good play by Dire. I mean, they're down 2 Rex, down an Aegis, but they're still able to find a good pick or 2. They didn't even have a ward. They were actually just blind smoked. It still worked out, so that's good. Well, I see I just bought a Moonshard and ate it. I think this is terrible, I'm gonna say. Buying a Moonshard, this item is so good for the gold you spend, and then when you eat it, it loses half its value. And he has an ag slot, he has like a boot slot. I feel like he could buy something else, or even just like keep his Moonshard and like
sell the armor, keep the
ags.
Moonshard, or even eat the ag.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of options there that are not eating the Moonshard.
Maybe even like drop boots. You have SNY, you have your ult, you have this Ember to be your guy. Dropping boots feels kind of awkward though, so I don't blame him for not doing that, but I still think eating Moonshard is like the least efficient thing you can do with gold, especially when you're not 6 slotted. If you have 6 items and nothing else to do, okay, sure. But he can buy BKB, he can buy like Daedalus, MKB, whatever. You know, turn his ags into the synth or whatever. I think this could end up costing Radiance.
Alright, Polo has dodged a fissure. If Polo gets stunned there, that is where the snowball can begin to happen, but the Ember will survive, no buyback force, and Turtle's keeping away to mine the lanes. Of course, he can Solar Guardian back into the fight, but he will not be there at the immediate start of the fight now. That's off the smoke with Ninja Gear. And he's going centerwards. Dire do not want to go on this man. 4k HP, Satanic, Aegis Rage. They're good.
Might go on Ember though, he's gonna get hexed.
There we go, no big kick. Okay, there's your big hit from Polo again. He is going to attempt the man fight in the arena. The arena hits onto Shaker as an annihilated Turtle. Well, BKB attempts to survive. There's another arena on the backlines for Visage. Microfy blinks in the bedlam. Visage as the remainder of the team runs down Turtle. Visage dead. Turtle has no way out either. That is 3 dead, and 2 of them do not have buyback. Turtle is dead for 120. That is a dieback, I believe. If that is a dieback, it's on cooldown for 2 more minutes, and Visage lacks the gold for the buyback. So Radiant certainly are going to run it down the lane thinking it'll be a 5v4 for the throne. It'll end up being a 5v3 for the throne.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard for Dire to hold. They need like some insane Monkey King ult somehow. I don't know how.
They need to buy 45 seconds into an Aegis Lifestealer. It's not impossible, but very, very improbable. That is your glyph on the tier 4s. And they will get one more glyph when one tier 4 dies, I think.
I don't think it works on tier 4s.
We're about to find out, because these tier 4s are dying right now. Microfy with Curse Crown Bloom, the BKB. But Bash from Fast off the counterplay. Wukong's now on the way, zoning away the remainder of the Radiance. Fast off the Abyssal, running towards Shaker. Echo Slam! The damage! 1 life! No! The Infest! He's still not dead, still has 2 lives! Rose Golden now dies to the damage from Mars as Fathoth kills Killjoy. Bloom is trying to run to the southwest of Radiance. See a target with no BKB. That is the carry. Now stunned by Curse Crown. Killjoy. Both buyback, but Dire are collapsing. After your last buyback, now used. Dire are out of buybacks in a 5v5. Aegis has been lost on that sloth, but again, it's still a 5v3 arena. A perfect arena. Nobody can escape. There's no way out but death, and there's no way out but losing this game. Let somebody say Bloom is on the run, but he died at the steps of his fountain! That is a buyback on your Monkey King. Dawnbreaker is still dead. The tier 4s will die. The glyph is not refreshed. Do it right, but it does not matter. Toilet Jork will take game number 1. It's not over yet, but it's still over. There are no Gs,
sure?
but there's absolutely no way they can defend this. The throne is simply too low. That block will focus it, and that
nice
will be
dodge,
your throne
nice
dying.
dodge. Throne is so tanky, but there's no way.
It's trying, but there's no way.
Oh my gosh. What a good game, actually. It was a good game at Dota. I think it was never like more than a 5k lead or something until right at the very end. Just pretty crazy.
Yeah, the graph. Very even, as you mentioned, up until what, minute 46, which, yeah, was that last sort of string of events there. Even up 2 racks, they were still up like 5k gold.
Yeah, I think like when we saw both drafts, I said Radiant has better team fight, right? It's easier to play their draft, and I would rather have played their draft. And I think we kind of saw how that played out. It was just much easier to take a fight around Arena and the Tombstone than take fights with what Dire had to work with, right? They kind of have no real initiation. Someone has to just run in, whether it's Monkey King or Visage with his Ags or something. And then they're fighting into these spells of Radiant that get better with time, such as the Tombstone and the just Ember and Lifestealer. These heroes like drawn out fights, and Dire doesn't have enough burst damage to kill anyone. So we kind of end up seeing Radiant pull ahead. But it was still a very, very close game, and I think could have gone either way. Radiant getting both Roches really, really helped also. That's probably what propelled them to the victory here.
And I feel like Boss Up, they have to bounce back after that one. They have to go back to the drawing board, right? I mean, there's no way a team that played so well is going to collapse like this in the playoffs, right? There's no way we get 2 Lads Curse teams back-to-back days, right?
I hope not. I hope we see a game 3 at least. I think Dire had a good chance to win this game, and they had some good stretches, just a few rough fights, and maybe some itemization. Not necessarily issues, but the way they built their items and then the way that the game ended up playing out wasn't great for them, right? Like this Orchid purchased by Visage, he bought it and then I don't know how much value it really got for him. From the time he bought it to like his Ags, I'm not sure that I felt the impact of it. It maybe killed the Undying or the subs a few times. But, you know, if he had bought Vlad's or Pact or something, and they had just tried to walk at the towers, just farm a little more, maybe his game would have been better. But we can see that his net worth kind of fell off. That's partly because of his items, partly some of the fights were just awkward. He was getting arena'd a lot, which that's life. But yeah, it's an exciting game. I think Dire should be fine. They should be able to bring it back for game 2 if they can mentally reset. Unless they're really tilted, which I don't know. I don't feel like they should be. They didn't necessarily super throw this game.
I think it's one of those games though where you look at that game, right? You look at what Lifestealer's buying, and you look at like the Mars' spears, and then you still lose the game. It's like, man,
that's true.
That's not good.
That's tough. I mean, I think this Ags on Lifesteal is actually pretty good. I
like it. I mean, I mentioned it as the anti-Monkey King tech, and again, you saw it in multiple fights. He pops the Wukong, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hide it in for a bit. I'm just gonna stall up to their lake, because once the raid is on cooldown, he can just infest, and vice versa. Once the infest is over, he'll rage again. So he just basically buys time to maneuver in that Monkey King ulti and not get chain stunned to death.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I think one thing is I wasn't totally sold on this Dawnbreaker pick. I thought maybe just what I was talking about with like when I have a Dawnbreaker, I want someone to go in for me, right? And we kind of saw that here. His lane was really good. He killed the Ember with the help of the Shaker. And his game started off really good, and his ults were good early, but eventually kind of just is dying to lifestealer. Like a few fights he's queuing and he got bashed and he just like dies, which felt kind of bad. And maybe something last pick that is better at dealing with lifestealer could have been better, but I don't exactly know what that could have been off the top of my head. I'd have to look.
All right, so we are jumping on into game number 2. You good on like water, bath, and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna go fill up my water as this draft starts.
All right, and then when you come back, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
We are here for game number 2 of Toilet Jork taking on Boss Up. Toilet Jork won game 1. A pretty good game. I think it went 49 minutes. A lot of cool team fights. And again, Toilet Jork were really, really close to not even making the playoffs. Again, they had to beat Sensei Raven 1 2-0 to even make the playoffs. So they barely squeaked on in, and yet they're now one game away from pulling a pretty sizable upset. Boss Up, I believe, are the number 2 seeded team, the number 3 seeded team from the group stage. They were certainly one of the more dominant group stage teams. Again, Turtle has had, I'm not going to say he was the MVP of the regular season, but he certainly had an MVP caliber season in the mid lane. And yet again, we see another upper seeded team, say more of a what, higher seeded team? Lower seeded team might just lose here. This is, again, upset watch. We saw it last night. We saw it in the winner's bracket. There's been, I think, 5 upsets already in playoffs this season. And keep in mind, this is the 6th series in playoffs. So there's been 5 upsets, and this is the 6th series. That means every series has been an upset, and we could be at 6 out of 6, which is just, again, mathematically improbable. Even if you consider it to be a coin flip, the odds are still incredibly low. I mean, that's assuming coin flip odds a 1 in 64 chance. And again, it's really worse than coin flip odds on a lot of these series, but despite that, we're still on the precipice of a 6th straight upset tonight.
Okay, I'm back.
I'll see you soon.
Hello, it's me, KU. Here to analyze this draft. I think Quap is broken. I think Tiny is broken. I think Dark Willow sucks, but maybe it's okay. They looked kind of good last game, and they're picking it a lot at Malaysia, so there's probably something about this hero, but no one in my team can play this, so yeah. Never been very impressed with this hero. I think this Void pick is alright, maybe? I don't super love it. I feel like he's just gonna get like Necroed or Venoed or something, Beastmastered. Because he doesn't actually see the offlaner. Actually, I don't know what Clueless plays. This guy's gonna pick Axe. But you play Axe LC? They banned Invoker. I think is a fine ban. They picked Quap and they banned Razor. I think this Razor hero is still good.
10 seconds remaining.
5
seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Face the light.
Dawnbreaker. I hope this is support Dawnbreaker. Like, actually, I don't know if I hope, but I think support Dawnbreaker against Void is pretty good. If you can farm an Axe, I think core Dawnbreaker against Void is not that good because you don't want to buy Axe, and Void doesn't really die to you, and Void puts you in the chrono or just bashes you, and it feels pretty bad. think boss up should pick. I don't know where this Willow is gonna go. They should, if it's 4, they should pick a melee guy. But Mars is banned. That's the usual one. Maybe they go Night Stalker.
I get back and I read chat and I'm seeing apparently there's slander from KU. Are you slandering my Twitch chat denizens?
Did I?
That's a Pylock slamming.
He's definitely. Oh yeah. I said I don't like. I said I don't like Dark Willow because no one in my team can play this hero, and I've never had a Dark Willow player, so I don't know what this hero does. That's what I said.
I'll side with you on that one. I'll side with you.
10 seconds
This
remaining.
Axe pick is interesting. I thought Dire was gonna pick it. I heard this guy only plays Axe. His Axe is like juiced, so maybe Radiant also knows that, and they're trying to steal it away. Axe Phoenix. It's a pretty good Phoenix game, and I do like Phoenix. However,
Radiant team banned.
Ursa.
However,
Phoenix Willow is a little bit awkward of a support duo. They don't really have an instant stun, but both the cores have pretty good stuns, so maybe they'll be okay. The concern is,
10 seconds remaining.
Quap just owning these supports.
5
Which
seconds.
Dark Willow I think is okay against Quap. The roots are annoying and stuff, but if Quap gets BKB, she doesn't care. But I do like Phoenix Void, and even Phoenix X is also cool. Just these guys who are in the front and causing chaos in front of the Phoenix Egg is always going to be good.
and potentially we could just take a 23 pick Puck as well if it's not banned. I mean, historically, Quap versus Puck was a very good Puck matchup, but I know Puck got nerfed, but I don't think it matters that much.
I think Puck is still okay. One thing I said earlier, I think you were gone, is that I wanted this Dawn to be support Dawn. I think support Dawn is good against Faceless Void if you can get Ags. And support Dawn farms pretty fast.
Agreed.
But core Dawn, I think, is not that good against Void because you kind of just get bashed and chronoed and stuff, and the W is annoying. And Dawnbreaker and Chrono will always die. This hero's not actually that tanky.
Dire team banned.
Seems like Boss Up think it will be a core Dawnbreaker. They're banning accordingly. They're expecting Queen of Pain, Dawnbreaker, Ursa Tricore with tiny support. But again, there's a lot of options there. I mean, there's multiple support flex. I mean, Tiny and Dawnbreaker historically been played support a lot. We saw even last night Quap can be played as support as well. So there's some options here for Toilet Jork with their draft right now. Especially given that 24 pick.
I have a theory about Quap that its worst lane is mid. I've thought this for a while. I play a lot of Quap in the side lane. And I've been doing that for since the Arcana was released because I want to get the blue one. But Quap in the side lane can actually abuse its Q a lot better than as a mid. Because in mid, if you're Quap, people just buy bottle and they can kind of be okay a lot of times against Quap's dagger. But if you're safe lane Quap or off lane Quap, unless there's certain heroes that can dispel your dagger and stuff, just the dagger spam is pretty hard for people to regen through. But I don't think it'll be side lane Quap here. I mean, it could be off lane. It's probably okay against Void actually, but just the way they're banning Kunkalina, these are two of Quap's harder matchups. So I don't believe it'll be in the side lane. I'm not sure. Radiant thinks this is or they're banning it's gonna be a last pick +5. It could of course be Dawn, but maybe they're more scared of these other heroes.
And there is the Ember, and we were looking at a mid laner, mentioned Puck as an option, but at this point, why not see back-to-back Ember Spirit games, different player, different team, but back-to-back showings?
I think this Quap Ember lane can go both ways.
10 seconds
Um,
remaining.
I would rather be playing Ember, but I'm also
5 seconds
that's
remaining.
probably my best mid hero. So
Wait, what do you mean?
But-
Ember Spirit isn't Pudge.
it's like one of my 3 mid heroes I play. I guess. I'm not exactly sure what they're picking here. If they pick an offlane, I hope it's like I don't know if this guy plays it, but like Venno or Necro or something could be okay just to own the Void Lane. But in the game, it doesn't look great. Beastmaster could be okay. Night Stalker's pretty good. But there's the Phoenix Egg, which can be annoying for NS. But you can also catch the Phoenix just with your blink and all the vision. If they're gonna pick a pause 5, maybe they'll pick like Skywrath. I don't know, something with either damage or catch, possibly another save. But I don't know how great that looks. I have no idea what they're gonna pick actually. Beastmaster.
They're using their reserve time, understandably. They have about 30 seconds of it left, and we're going to be at the end of the rope quite soon. Time is expiring.
Is there a chance this is 5 co-op?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. I
probably
really
is,
wouldn't
right?
be that. I think there is. I think it's a non-zero chance.
They might choose him in mid, but I don't know. Like Monkey is the Ember counter, but it's not great against Phoenix and Willow. But if he thinks he'll dumpster the lane, they might just run it.
Okay, it's a Doombringer, which actually does not answer our question of who's going where.
I imagine it's Doom 3. Yeah,
and you'd be
Doom 3.
correct about that one. Dawnbreaker 5, Tiny 4, Quap mid, Ursa carry. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Tiny mid, Quap 4. Okay. Now we get something interesting. Tiny middle, Quap, Doom Quap into Faceless Void, Dark Willow. That's a lane right there.
Yeah. I think one thing about this opener that Dire had, Quap Tiny, it appears to be kind of set in stone as of now. Most Tinies are either 4 or mid, and Quap is mostly mid. But I think once people kind of explore Quap in different roles, this opener gets a lot more like hard to draft against, or just better. Because if these heroes can go different places, you can choose at the end here, right? And they want Tiny mid. Its laning against Ember is pretty good. I think Tiny kind of owns all the spirits. He just has this tree for bonus damage, and you can always burst these guys. You have good catch and stuff. And Tiny can burst these supports, can burst Axe for the early game. But eventually, this Phoenix Egg is pretty annoying. Tiny's never going to hit it. I don't think anyone can really hit this egg except Ursa. And Radiant actually, which team has Phoenix? Yeah, Radiant has pretty good ways of keeping them away from the egg. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
For battle.
I think I like Radiant's draft more. Just generally, I think team fight is easier to play. And if one team has good team fight, unless the other team has like something crazy that I think will counter the team fight, I usually just will bet on the team fight, especially
Just what I was waiting for.
in these lower skill games
Oh,
where
it's already go time. With the 3-man hammer. Wait a minute. Flash Canoe is in. This is a 3v4 fight right now. Flash Canoe is low. Turtle is low. Killjoy is already half HP. There's a pause! There is a pause. Apparently, his hotkeys are not correct. If you are just joining us, we're now unpausing already. No G's in the chat. We're just going right now. Turtle will get a lake clue. This appears to be a lot of danger right now. Phoenix Oh, arrived to the fight. Avalanche hits on two. Clueless low. Killjoy low. Clueless should know. Turtle has first blood. First blood goes to Micro Fry. Now Polo is in danger. Can Fairy Fire? I think he'll accept his death. Bloom time walks in and rolls gold and secures it. Now Flash Canoe and Micro Fry on the high ground. See Killjoy. Killjoy is incredibly low. Will not die.
Void is running in.
Now Bloom is in danger. His time walks on cooldown. He won't
Just
die here. That's a
kill him,
lot of
bro.
damage.
Where's Quap going?
Bloom, is
I'm
Bloom
gonna kill this guy.
Okay, he's a stick. He's a stick. He will stick up.
Oh,
Flash Canoe will not get this kill. That's a third kill. For boss
This
up. guy
guy just ditched.
Never had a chance.
Wow.
He has to walk back on Void. He might miss like 2 creeps here. I think 3 kills for Radiant. Generally, that's probably good. I think. I didn't see who got what, but Void with 2 kills. This guy's probably happy.
The only thing Dyer got was the first blood money. Other than that, this is 3-1.
Yeah, he did miss 2 creeps on Void, but he comes to lane with half a level from the kills, so he's not too sad about this. Top lane though.
Even though they got the Void arriving late, the Equilibrium's still good for the Void. I guess where he wants it to be, almost.
Yeah. I think one big thing is, actually, it's not looking like it matters that much, but Tiny had to skill Q, level 1. I think skilling Q kind of sucks for your lane. This tree toss is so good at level 1, and having it on the first wave is pretty important, because you can, if you get one deny, then you deny the Embers level 2, which gives him more tools to play the lane. But he had Avalanche level 1, so Ember will have a better lane as a product of that.
It's unfortunate Avalanche as well didn't secure the range creep. Luckily it wasn't denied, but he definitely wanted that range creep last hit with it.
This Doom is trolling.
Don't you look like a lobster?
He's hunting for
He is
creeps.
stuck in a camp.
Alright, he can get the little wolf, I think.
It is unlucky.
And he will get the Intimidates! Is that actually good? It's good on the creeps, but is it good on the Doom?
It's annoying. If they can go for an all-in on Radiance, but I don't know.
He missed it. He did not hit the heroes with it. I think he thought it was targeted. And being an AoE ability.
Top lane. There's some action. Top lane is interesting. I think, so going on the list of carries I hate playing, there's Lifestealer, and right next to him is Ursa. Yeah, my problem is this hero's lane sucks. The only good part of his lane is that everyone's scared of his laning phase. Because the truth is, if you just cast your spells on him and hit him, he just feeds like that.
Yeah, especially when he's left alone in that sort of like 1v2 with the support pulling, then you just die.
Yeah, what's this hero, level 5? Okay, sure, he's pretty cool. E stacks up and get owned if you're a melee hero. But early, his laning is not that strong. And as long as you don't, like, feed him for no reason, playing Ursa is, like, it's scary in lane. Because if you die a few times and this guy gets 6 on the offlaner, you can get bullied out. And it feels pretty bad.
It's one of those things too. I think they picked it just to counter the Supernova, but it's not like Axe and Phoenix are that bad in the lane matchup, as you mentioned. Bottom lane for Time Walk in for Clueless, by the way. He should and he will die. These are some interesting side lanes, if nothing else. We have 2 interesting side lanes in one game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I kind of wish.
Are fortified.
Well, it's kind of happening. This co-op maybe could have been a core. I think Doom. I'm not exactly sure what the value of this pick is, especially if he's.
Ooh, that's a good kill for Fastlaw. Got the kill on Axe. That's the much easier hero to kill in the lane. Phoenix can dive away. The Axe cannot. And Axe in this case could not manfight. He was taking too much tower to manfight.
Yeah.
They know there's no dive either. Rosegold's going to die here. And suddenly, your Ursa snowball begins. That's 2 kills being fed. And you mentioned, that's what you do not do into Ursa. You do not feed him the kill. Suddenly, he's been fed the kills.
Yeah, so this Ursa is really good at laning. You should be scared of it. He'll kill you. I think he's gonna go Battle Fury, which I would also go Battle Fury on this hero.
Oh, that's a big career kill. That's the Morbid Mask. That is half of his net worth. Dead.
Yeah, he got the Chain Lightning on Doom, which is pretty annoying. It won't end up getting him a kill here, but he will drag the wave. And he's gonna get a lot of CS here. And the no Morbid and this Quap is just daggering you. Feels pretty bad for Void. Mid lane is just kind of a farm fest. I think Turtle's actually up on CS a bit, but Tiny has a few more denies, so we got level 6 first.
Big fight top lane. That's a call committed. He's skilled call for this kind of play. Problem is, Fatlock again will engage in both cores incredibly low. Is there a spin to win? Is there right clicks to win? The right clicks have won today. In bot lane as well, Clueless is dead, so Dire lose 2. And Flash Canoe dying top lane as well. That's 3 kills for Boss Up. However, mid lane, it's Turtle not getting the rune. Polo gets the haste rune. If Polo didn't get the haste rune, he'd be dead as well, actually. However, wait, Bloom died. How did Bloom die? Who was the first death? Okay.
He died at the start. I didn't really see.
It's still a 3 for 1, though. That's a fantastic trade there. Across the map.
Yeah, I think this Ursa, he's level 5 now. This is kind of your timing you want to play for, but he did die twice and his CS is pretty low. I think he should have invested in a stick at some point. I think it's really bad that he is fighting a lot. This Axe is just like spamming his spells, so is Phoenix, and this Ursa doesn't have stick, so he ends up dying there. He has a Wraith Band instead, which I don't think has that much value on Ursa. It's like this Axe's W is physical, but I don't know. I feel like a wand could have gone a lot further here.
You see a lot of carries even starting Magic Wand in a lot of lanes just for situations like this where it's nice stats and it's nice to have that HP and mana burst. Speaking of burst, Dire going to attempt to get some burst damage on the Dark Willow bottom lane, but again, the Shadow Realm has delayed at Curse Crown. Just on Clueless. Micro Fry blinks in for the kill. It's a 2-man stun with the Curse Crown. Clueless certainly will die here, but as that happens, because the Phoenix TP'd away, Fastloff ran down Zexy top lane. The bottom lane and Micro Fry cannot get the blink off unless, never mind. The kill goes to Rose Golden. So it is a 2 for 2 across the map. Both teams' offlaners suffer immensely.
Yeah, at this point now, Axe is not really going to have a great lane here. Maybe someone can rotate to him. They're actually porting Dark Willow to mid. 3 Radiant heroes on mid. Dire's also refilling. Turtle gets the Invis. This could be good for killing Ursa. He might walk top now. But Radiant will see this, or Dire will see this coming. They have 2 different ops scouting this out, so he should not die here on Ursa. Hopefully.
Again, is no chains skilled, so it'll be a very hard kill to get. He's still trying. Turtle will dodge the Starbreaker stun. Dexy will call, hitting the creeps and the Dawnbreaker.
I guess they don't have TPs, or?
It's very low. Tiny cancels his TP. I think Dark Willow made a cancel. Dark Willow cancel TP mid lane. A fantastic TP cancel. As a result, Dexy gets 2 kills with the Culling Blade. And really, if Tiny was there, that fight does not go that way. So big play from Killjoy mid lane.
Yeah, I guess I did not think that would work, and neither did these Dire heroes. I think they thought more people would be able to rotate if they're just straight up getting dove, but neither bottom hero had poured up. They both had just poured it in, and Tiny got cancelled, like you said. This Dark Willow is level 6. This guy is having a pretty nice game. Actually, everyone on Radiant is level 6 off of this, which is pretty big, and they got a tower. Whereas Dire, both subs are level 4, so we might see this Tome getting eaten by a core on Radiant. I think that's what you should do. If supports are having a good game, maybe give your core to the mid or the carry. Just to boost them a little bit, because the supports are already equipped to do their jobs.
Bloom is not having a great game level-wise, so you could definitely use the Tome there. Seems like Bloom wants to fight Flesh Canoe. Time Lock activated. Flesh Canoe will get stunned with the Cursed Crown. Bedlam is still active, and with the Shadow Realm damage, that will be the kill for the Dark Willow. Wait a minute. Doom arrives into the fight. Bit of a bold one on that one. He's chronoed. It's a pretty good chrono as well. Flame Guard is damaging the Doom, but again, ooh, Bloom again. The Time Lock away. The Doom is actually still on cooldown, so Polo will get Cursed Crown clueless. His TP is cancelled by death. And Polo's when it dies, well, it appears Supernova, stun, hits on 2, Avalanche, no kill on Turtle. Turtle now dies to Flesh Canoe, but again, Bloom, he actually can't man-fight this at this point. He's being Sunray Heal, Flesh Canoe does too much damage, now everybody is dying. I believe that is a 2 for 3, might even be more than that as heroes begin to respawn at certain points. Chaotic fight mid lane.
Yeah, so we're seeing the effects of the supports both being level 6 on Radiant, right? This fight actually went pretty well for Dire, considering that both their subs did not even have level 6 yet. I think the main thing is Faceless Void chronoed, and the Phoenix was Sunraying and he walked into it. If he had just gotten his egg off on the outside of the chrono, I think it would have been a lot more clean top lane.
Yeah, one more Calling Blade kill for Zexy, and again, him and Turtle just ran down Pathlob all the way over here, and again, he tried to run through the trees, but Radiant were not relenting.
Yeah, this Axe is having a good game. He's top net worth, he has three Calling Blade kills. I think this hero is actually pretty cool if you can get off to a good start, which he is right now. And the game is pretty close. It's only 1k lead for Radiant. But if you look at the net worths, they're all pretty close. Just Axes at the top. That's mostly what's skewing this. But Doom is going Midas. He doesn't have it yet, but he is trying. Ember should not die here. Yeah,
And he will not die. Easy defensive remnant away. We're seeing Axe. He's finishing off some stacks right now, so as a result, he is about 3 to go away from that Blink Dagger plus Vanguard timing, and that's go time for Zexy right there.
Yeah, once they get this Blink call, he'll probably just run around with Dark Willow, maybe have Ember around, and they'll be able to kill anyone. They are going towards this Doom. He looks okay.
Yeah, Slight Chains missed. Actually, no chains you simply slight the scout from Turtle. Chains are still available. Clueless, I mean, I'm not sure if he knew the exact... I mean, he couldn't have known the exact placement, but again, good juking there. Purposefully or not. Micro Fry will get rooted, and as a result, he died. I think he could have... Or no, Blink's on cooldown, he died. There's no way out.
I think he just walked into the thing on accident.
Yeah, but even if he didn't, he'd still be dead. There was Blink on cooldown. He still would have died, I think. Top lane, Solar Guardian is a counterplay on a dive on the Doombringer. Starbreaker will stun the Axe, but there is a Supernova. It's a big deal for Dire to deal with. They cannot kill us. So Clueless is dead. There will be no stun with the Supernova, but Calling Blade will again bring down the Dawnbreaker. Things are not going too well right now for the side of Toilet Jork. It's only a 2k lead, but Radiant have hit their timing. The Axe is ready to roll, and Dire is being run at right now. It's time to brawl. It's time to run it down and run the train at this point.
Yeah, he went Echo Saber first, went Tiny.
Chrono mid lane. Oh, Clueless. He just respawned. Or, no, sorry, not Clueless. Micropie's fine. Okay, then. Zexy will blink, but the blink's off the mark. The call's off the mark as well. Now Clueless will get dove. Radiant have missed a lot of abilities, but it appears not to matter. Oh no, Flash Canoe. You're going to get Axe called, it appears. Yes, you are. You are eventually going to die.
Give him the stack. Oh, he spawned. Unlucky.
That's the unfortunate situation where your spin makes you miss the Calling Blade kill. However, Zexy, for the first time in a long time, will die thanks to Sonic Wave plus Avalanche Toss combo. That's a lot of gold going back there with that big axe kill. Phoenix, Avalanche.
Nope.
Oh, no deny. He's just dead.
Yeah, I mean, I think this Tiny went Echo first, which is making it kind of hard for them to make any plays on Dire. I think this build got pretty popular for a while, Echo first, but recently I've been seeing more people go Blink, and I think Blink first is generally better. I think Echo first is okay against the spirits or heroes that will like let you combo them. Like they'll come to you and you can combo them, but if you need to like get in there to combo people, Blink first seems better. So maybe if he had Blink, they'd be able to make more plays, but they're actually not falling behind, and he's able to farm more creeps with Echo. So it's kind of working out as long as they don't get like Giga rolled here. The problem is Radiant is making another play bottom.
Yeah, Fatsloth does not know how dead he is quite yet, but he'll learn very, very soon. Solar Guardian is the last chance to save the Ursa, but he's feared away by the Dark Willow. And now the chains hit on the Dawnbreaker. Another kill for Boss Up. No Calling Blade kill on the Dawnbreaker, but he still has 5 stacks of the Calling Blade for plus 5 armor. Blink Call from Zexy on Polo. The Tiny is being brought towards the remainder of the Radiant Avalanche. Will hit on 2 cores, but again, the cores will continue their dive. Tiny is low, Calling Blade is up. Actually is missed, but again, a 3rd kill, a 3 for 0 trade so far. Clueless will respond. Correction, TP'd into the bottom lane, but it will not matter at this point.
Wait, they're gonna dive him? I guess not.
I'm not sure if... Okay, now they definitely know he's there. Clueless is running into Bauer. I'm not sure what he's doing at this point. He's simply dead. Dire going to try to run in for Turtle, but Turtle has Sleight of Fist in 3. However, he actually has no remnants, so he is going to die on the Ember. The T1 tower is still dead bottom lane. So at the very least, Toilet Jork gets something to get that Ember kill, but again, it's a 4 for 1, and it's a tower lost.
He got Blink on Doom now, so I hope he will cast Doom soon. I think it's 17 minutes.
Oh, another Blink call. Queen of Pain, you are dead.
Yeah, this is so sad when Axe misses a call. Tiny wanded right before he got dunked, so the Axe didn't get the reset, and then he ended up getting like 3 more kills, but he didn't get any stacks. This is sad. But they have Blink now on Doom. I hope they will smoke or do something, anything. Please.
He's even bought his own smokes. That's how much he wants the smoke gang. That's playing for Clueless. You're yelling at your team like, yo guys, are you guys also clueless? It's time to get together, go for a 4-man, 5-man smoke play. Run it down lanes.
Yeah. Ursa is also flying his Blink now.
Oh no, solo smoke under a Radiant Lord. That's not the ideal smoke.
I mean, they do have Dawnbreaker ult to help this guy if he does get the catch.
There's a Blink call again on Tiny. Polo will be saved by Flesh New for the time being. Killjoy is low, but not quite dead. Polo is trying to run away from Zexy. Supernova is being damaged in the backline. Meanwhile, Ursa run down's Void. He was doomed as well. Now Killjoy is somehow still alive. It's 2 for 1 currently in favor of the Radiant. Microfly blinks and turn into a 2 for 2. Fastlock will man fight, enraged, trying to go towards Turtle. Turtle will Remnant. He's slowed, but he's cold as well. Now 3 for 2 in Radiant's favor. Clueless will TP away. Successfully, I might add, which means that Radiant will win the fight, but it did cost them their Void, who could not Chrono because he was doomed during all of that.
Yeah, there's a good ward from Dire that saw the Void. I think Quap placed it earlier, so he was able to doom the Void. But this Void is like not really the problem in this game. The Axe is kind of doing everything right now. The Axe and the subs. So they kind of need to kill this guy and shut him down, or he's gonna have BKB pretty soon. But even shutting down Axe doesn't really do much. Once he gets to this point where he has Blink BKB, or not Blink BKB, Blink Blade Mail, he will always have like value in game. Blink Call is it's always gonna be good.
They're trying to kill
lane.
Turtle bottom lane right now. That's a hard kill to get with Doom being on cooldown. Instead, it's Clueless who's tanking a Spirit
might get
Vessel.
him.
Never mind, he's just fine. Instead, it's Rose Golden who gets demolished by Fastlock. There's no mana for a Remnant away from Turtle. Turtle tries to Sleight Fist and escape, and it will not work. Now 2 kills for Toilet Jork. Radiant want Vengeance. Vengeance's name is Killjoy, but again, he only turns a 2 for 0 into a 3 for 1 currently. Fastlock will seemingly die to Zexy.
Dunk him.
There's no mana for the dunk.
He might die here on X though. He's pretty deep.
Now Axe will get avalanched and tossed. Got a flash doing that fight. He salved up, so I'm not sure how he purged the Battle Hunger. I'm not sure what he killed to purge it off, but he was able to salve because of it. The salve was not broken.
Yeah, I think one thing I want to talk about is this Void. We haven't talked about him at all. I don't like his build. His build was really awkward. He might chrono. But he bought the Morbid first, which I think is really terrible. He like bought it in lane, and then his courier died, so it's like double terrible. But this Morbid item got nerfed. It's like not that good for sustain on the creeps. And I think he could have won his lane a lot harder if he just like bought treads, and fought the Doom. It's a Doom. Like he's not gonna do anything in lane. But he ended up going Midas and Mask of Madness, which I think is too much. I think Midas, Maelstrom, Mask of Madness is too many small items, not enough BKBs, and you can get punished for it, which is kind of happening right now. Like Radiant kind of had a lead, this Axe is going crazy, but their Void is just like not able to participate in the game, and Dire kind of has a way back in. I think if he had a BKB on Void right now, Radiant would feel better.
Oh, good backline. Don't Supernova got off in time! I'm not sure how we got that off in time, but the fight will absolutely turn around. Chronosphere's available, used on no one quite yet, not even needed for these kills! 3 kills for Boss Up, 2 of them to Zexy. That's 10 Coalian Blade stacks. I don't know how Rose Golden survived. Barely survives. And as a result, what a huge turnaround.
Yeah, this Void build is gonna look real good though if they get Aegis here. I think the problem is, well, Radiant's teamfight is just good. You just have good team fighters, and if Dire fucks up, then they can get Giga Punish, right? This guy got his egg off, and they're just getting stomped. They're smoking again on Radiant.
Yeah, it's not time to stop, apparently. So Dire will dodge, well, he's on the Queen of Pain. Looking at Radiant's vision, they see a courier, actually. So they know somebody's in this area of the map, but it seems like they'll be a little bit too late to kill Fastlock. He has been there. They smell the bear. The bear has been here, and they're trying to chase his scent to the Tri-Camp. Fastlock. Link call! There we go! The Remnant in from Turtle. Thought we had the counter, but now Queen of Pain's kind of on a high ground right now. They see her technically, but she's fine.
Yeah, this Void build, I was flaming it like 10 seconds ago, but once you get first Roche and you're doing this build, you feel like a genius. Because now his build looks really good. He has like triple farming items, and he's unkillable, and he'll get his BKB. But I think he should never get first Roche like this in this game. Because they're playing against an Ursa, and Dire has not been able to Roche a single time, which is crazy because their Doom has not casted Doom once in 23 minutes.
He has casted it once, he Doomed Void. He's casted it, I think, twice actually this game.
He casted it once. He still has not casted it enough times, and this Ursa has not got a Roche in 23 minutes. So, like, Dire is, like, not doing what they want to be doing. So this Void is getting away with a very greedy build. And kind of getting backpacked by this Axe. This guy is owning. So is this Willow. This top lane has 25 kills from Radiant at 24 minutes.
That's a lot of kills.
Wait, no. Wait, who's top? This Willow was bottom, right?
No, it was Axe and Phoenix who were top.
Yeah, okay. So it's not actually the top lane, but
Speaking of kills in the top lane, it's a 36 kill now for this high to boss up, killing Clueless in the top lane.
There's a support with 10 kills at 25 minutes, which is crazy. So maybe this Willow hero is actually broken or something. Tiny in the bottom lane. It's not gonna catch him.
Seems like him and Microfrya want to go, but again, Killjoy positioned
Top tower is
very defensively, is hard to go on. He's in the trees. Radiant will at the stop D2 tower. Looking for another outer tower during this Aegis duration, and Killjoy. He still hasn't been caught. They cannot catch this man. He's just so safe.
under attack.
I think going BKB on Tiny third item feels really terrible. I actually hate this. He kind of has to, but it's like he's not really gonna scale super well if he does this. If he goes Shard BKB, maybe it's okay. If he goes mid lane, he's caught
Yeah,
on
Ursa has been caught. Tried for a bit of a creep cut play, but now it'll
Does
be his
that BKB?
life that's cut short.
Can TP out.
Okay, yeah, she's fine.
Radiant should just like run the train down mid right now and look to catch. Because Ursa's gonna. He has to run out of base somewhere.
Yeah, and Ursa also, not only is Ursa not a BKB, you still have the Aegis in your Void, so you're up by a lot of resources. You might as well do something right now. And that something is Bloom going in alone, looking for a two-man Chrono, but the Avalanche cancel the animation, I believe. So as a result, now around to 1 minute left on the Aegis duration. There is a wave coming in mid if Radiant wants to force it mid, but that seems a little bit too bold.
No, I don't think they can get high ground with this Aegis, but they can choke out this Dire team. Ursa ran all the way bottom. He has no BKB, no TP, so this is really sus.
Yeah, once
And
they see
Radiant
him,
just collapsed.
oh, the blink away by Fat Sloth.
Does have BKB on Doom?
Again, both of these cores are being hit by Sunray. It's a two-man call. Solar Guardian will attempt to save, but Vaslov life is dead. Supernova will stun again, I believe on 2 heroes. And there it is, the two-man stun into 2 more kills. 3 kills once the Dawnbreaker dies. Aegis has been lost, but a worthy sacrifice. That's a 3 for 0. And it's going to also be a T2 tower. And again, oh, Axe wanted a blink blind call. Did not find it, but it's okay. It's still a free tier 2 tower.
Yeah, they used Doom, but they only got Aegis.
Oh, Queen of Pain. Oh, blinks away in time. Never mind.
I mean, I've not been feeling the impact of this last pick Doom. I think he's not contributing as much as a 24 pick should, but it's not all on him. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going wrong for Dire, but I think it doesn't help that.
Well, there's a call again on Doom. You mentioned like the impact with the 3-man avalanche to try to counterplay. Clueless is dead, but so is Polo. Oh, boy, the Jork collapsing. Internal's diving all the way under tier 4s right now, catching the Dawnbreaker.
He's in deep.
Wait, he's almost dead. Oh no, he is still dead. Queen of Pain blinks in. Radiant will not go on Queen of Pain. They will focus
Chrono.
Ursa instead. Chrono, now used only on Ursa, but a good target. Ursa is dropping low. His will enrage. Bloom is still hitting. Fathoff is trying to go in even further. He knows there is no way out. The death will be his way out. Not Queen of Pain, the lone survivor, is very, very alone. And she will have to watch and let the Rax die. And Zexy, okay, the Yules puts the axe in the air. The axe actually is tied to tier 4 towers a little bit, but seems like it'll be fine.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Well then, suddenly boss up, they're playing a really...
They're gonna go back in.
I mean, there's no Chrono, but is a blink call on Axe. Plop blinks in, has Sonic Wave. By this point, your Tiny is dead. Clueless again blinks in, but Doom is still on cooldown. Sonic Wave is there on 2, but Bloom, she will not avenge the 2 heroes that just died. It's time to leave. So Toilet Jork get 2k back on that extra fight at the end, but despite getting 2k back, it is a 12k lead, and Radiant are certainly playing the winning game right now.
Yeah, this last jump was a little crazy, but they kill a tiny. Dire does get two kills for it though. They only lost one set of Rex.
Turtle.
He
Okay, Turtle's been doomed.
is doomed on Ember.
That's important.
Squap is on a killing spree, and he is about to have an Orchid, I guess, which I don't know. I guess the Phoenix can die to this Orchid, maybe? He has no Dispel, he's going Refresher. But all the cores have ways to Dispel this Orchid, so I don't know how much value he'll find, but, you know, getting the Phoenix is good. Ursa has a Basher. Dire actually has a way back into this game, which Roche, we're about to find out when it'll spawn.
Oh, if they're feeling lucky on this Dire side, a 7-second Roche respawn. The moment they
Dude.
poke their heads in, they'll know.
They're not they're not there to capitalize. They are not scouting it or anything. But their one way back into this game is getting Roche here. And Radiant's about to insta spot it. And they're actually gonna do it. So this looks really bad for Dire again. Like they kinda had a chance there to bring it back. Radiant was kinda trolling a bit, but you know, Radiant resets, they say, okay, we just need to get next stages and close out this game.
Yeah, at this point, if another Aegis for Bloom, a Shard for Bloom. He's only that much stronger once he gets that, and again, it's possible to come back, but it's going to be hard into this team fight. Wait, never mind. Turtle?
Not even taking
Turtle
it.
gets the Shard, okay.
I don't know how much this guy actually plays Void, I'm gonna say. Because his build is kind of Kappa, and he doesn't have Shard, which is like Omega broken on this hero. But mostly he has a Silver tier. He has Silver tier at the top, so that's what I'm basing this off. But I think
The Silver tier doesn't mean anything, dude. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything.
he doesn't have Shard though. He's gonna buy it, which I guess now he's like, oh, I should probably get it, which he figured it out, so it's all good. Yeah, it's very hard for Dire to hold here. He has Lincolns and Aegis on Void. Ursa does have Basher, which could lead to, you know, someone getting bursted. Quap has Orchid. It's also nice, but Radiant's teamfight is still very strong, so Dire has to pull something crazy here. And Turtle is making a great play here with his Ags and the Shard. He's canceling their blinks with the Remnant in the back.
Alright, in comes Fast Loth. That will be 1 life lost on Faceless Void, but again, it's 1 more to go. Supernova certainly will zone away heroes with this stun.
He
Void,
doomed the Axe in the back.
he's still fine. There's a Doom on Axe, as you mentioned, but Clueless could not win that fight.
he might
is
die.
dead. I think he'll get denied.
Oh, he denied.
He'll get denied. In comes Fabulous
Oh, he's
again. Wait,
bashed?
is there another bash? No, there's a Chronosphere. Everyone on Dire is in the Chrono. Peter Bates in the Chronosphere. She'll be in pain at this point,
Oh,
but
he
they
got
still
bashed?
kill Bloom. So Bloom has died. Peter Bane buys back. That loss is incredibly low. He's trying to fight his way out. Eventually, he will perish. But Dire are getting some big kills, and they only lost the Ranger Axe. In come the key buybacks. Looking to chase. Flesh Canoe is the man
Turtle's
leading
very
the way.
low. Tiny bot back here, which kinda sucks if they don't catch. He has Yules.
That is a Blink Orchid.
Tiny should catch him here, though.
Killjoy. We use a Yules of his own on Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain. Oh,
He has Refresher on
gosh.
Phoenix.
Queen of Pain gets demolished. Phoenix dives in,
I think he's gonna die on
refreshes.
Polo.
Supernova. His egg is absolutely fine. Polo is not. That is a dieback. Flesh Canoe will not be either. He does have buyback. But at this point, Dire are running out of base defenders. Turtle did not remnant in. Clueless has returned, but he has no Doom, and his BKB is on cooldown, so he might just be chain stunned to death here. He's half HP and
He has
dropping
BKB
rapidly.
in 1.
He just got BKB, just uses it. Man, unfortunate.
It was looking good for Dire, but they got a little...
And by the way,
too-
Clueless is still dead. That is now your full 5-man wipe.
little too excited. Yeah, the Tiny bot back, and then he really wants to get something from it. So they chased. They did get the Willow, but the second egg from Phoenix really just Ruined
Blink
it.
call. Oh no, Fat Sloth. You are going to die. There's 2 buybacks, a third available, but the base. It's crumbling, man. It's really crumbling. Alright, there's your
He
last
does have
buyback.
banners.
Here we go. Queen of Pain will be alive for a 4v5 fight. Dire's odds of winning it incredibly low, but they must win it somehow. Megas has been lost. Turtle engages. Blink call there on 2. Ursa gets annihilated. That's a dieback. Clueless is looking for Zexy. He dooms, I believe, a Lincoln's or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it does not matter. Your GG is called, and we are headed to game number 3.
Imagine they can kill him. Oh. Yeah, I mean that was really well played from Radiant. They, picked some team fighters. This axe just popped off. The axe and the subs really, I think, played well this game. And Turtle did good. He's just doing his job, just the usual. And then this Void doesn't have to do shit. He's just farming. But he hit some cool chronos, and he didn't throw the game, and that's his only job here, right? Dire, I think their draft is a little awkward. I wasn't totally sold on this Doom pick. He died a lot. But it happens. Maybe they'll be able to identify maybe bigger emphasis on this team fight. Could be good, because both these games have just kind of been the team with better team fight winning team fights and then winning the game. And I don't know if that's what this patch is turning into, or if that's just this series. It's still very early in the patch, so I'm not sure. But it'll be interesting to see how they change it up for game 3.
Yeah, we got this foreplay guy asking to join the cast. You want to have foreplay in here?
Yeah, that's your call, man.
Let's get foreplay in here. See, does he have me added on Discord? He does not have me added on Discord. Do you have him added on Discord? Can you add him to this DM? I'm not allowed to add him to this DM, so yeah. There we go. See, he's not in the lobby yet either. Pull him out. He'll get here eventually, I'm sure. We are chilling in the lobby right now, waiting on game number 3. It is the all-deciding game 3. The winner take all game. The winner advances to the top 8. The loser is eliminated, so it's pretty important. Apparently we're getting rid of Pyduck. Goodbye, Pyduck. We have lost Pyduck. So there we go. We're now being joined by Sus's very own foreplay. How are you in this fine evening?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I was watching the Cast Badger. I don't know why you had this guy on. He's leaking all the strats.
You should get in the lobby, by the way.
Oh shit. Wait. Invite me.
I can't. I don't have you added on Steam foreplay.
Don't worry, I got the other guys. The other guy got it. Frying Pan got it.
Yeah, this co-op hero maybe could have been a core. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where Dire needs to start
I think,
for this next game.
yeah, my analysis is that I think nobody should pick Quap. I think this hero is so bad. People just overrate this shit because they saw Toronto Tokyo play it. And that
Think so?
guy had 100% kill participation. So
Yeah, support co-op. What do you think of that?
yeah, I think that's even worse. Or if you pick it, you have to win your lane. There's like no excuses. That hero is like, what else are you gonna do in that hero?
If I was Dyer, I'd actually be mauling right now that I lost to this Faceless Void build. This was so trash.
Well, I mean, you didn't lose to the Void, right? You just lost to Axe.
This axe was so juiced, man.
Wait, this guy's in the Zoom guild. He's juiced.
Yeah,
How could they
The
have
Zoom
the
Guild
Zoom
has lost
guild?
some key players, though. I mean, the Zoom Guild
Yeah.
lost Husky. And that's
Okay,
one of your
but
longtime guild legends right there, and that's you replaced him with our Cryptics. That's a downgrade right there.
okay, but do you see the later man? That guy's rank 11.
Okay,
So
I will give Gunner. Gunner is a very juiced Dota player. Maybe he's learning from Gunner.
Yeah, this axe hero is insane. Just call them and just dunk them.
wait, it was I didn't see the beginning. It was Axe Willow versus Ursa.
It
It
was
was Axe
Phoenix
Phoenix into
actually.
Ursa Dawnbreaker.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
the Axe was owning for like 3 minutes, then died twice, then owned again afterwards.
The
I
Ursa brought
see.
back, but then I think the biggest thing, or maybe not the biggest, but they watched Ember running top on 2 wards, and Dyer stayed top, and they got dove, and the Tiny tried to TP, but he got cancelled by Willow. So both the Dire safe laners died. Tiny's TP got cancelled by Willow. Willow got level 6 at mid, and Radiant took top tower, which I think that was pretty bad for Dire.
I see. Yeah, that's a bit sus, if you ask me.
These supports actually owned on Radiant, so I was talking about it at like 8 minutes or whatever. Both subs were level 6 already, which is like crazy. I don't know. There was like a lot of kills, I guess.
How's that
and they were
possible?
living. Both side lanes, there was a lot of action, and then Willow moved to mid for a while.
I see. Yeah, I feel like if both subs are level 6, minute 8
And-
this patch, it's
And
you're gonna
Dire
lose. You're just gonna
subs
lose.
were both level 4, and then there's like a 4v4 in the mid lane, like a 4v5 in the mid lane, where Dire just had an egg and a Willow ult, and a Radiant had that, and Dire had like a Dawnbreaker and a Quap that did nothing.
Yeah, I know this. The 5-player Victoria Jork. This guy plays all the weird 5s. I feel like I've seen him play Void Spirit 5.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So what? Don't give him Dawn.
I think you just give him the Quap and then
That's what. Yeah.
make your 4 like a better hero.
At the end, I was like, wait, what if this is 5 Quap? But then it ended up being a 4.
They had Dawnbreaker Quap subs, huh? They have no stuns.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right back before this game starts.
We're chilling. We're waiting. We're waiting on teams to say. We got one team saying G. Waiting for one more team to say G.
Shit, man. Who are you gonna do? Who thinks who you gonna win better? Who you got your money on?
I mean, I'm just gonna have to favor Boss Up. I think Boss Up's the better team. I think Toilet Jork. They had a very inspired game 1, but we saw game 2. Boss Up simply played better Dota. They won a lot of the lanes. They had a better draft, and I think Boss Up. It's likely they'll win game 3 because of that.
I see. I'm pretty sure we got 2-0'd by Boss Up. Cause I don't remember these playing them at all. So that means it's out of my memory. So it's kind of surprising these guys are in lower bracket and then we are not in lower bracket.
And sometimes you lose. I mean, they were in winners bracket initially, but then they lost.
Oh, I see. They already lost their winners bracket.
Yeah, all four of the upper bracket series are upsets.
Shit, not us.
Exactly. I mean, you were the lower seeded team in your series.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
You guys are like 7 seed going into the playoffs, dude.
Okay. I don't, let's avoid that topic. I'm not trying to flame people here.
Hey man, you're going to get ping problems, player problems. You know, it's playoffs now. It doesn't matter anymore if you're whatever your regular season record is. I mean, we've seen so far. There's been 5 playoff series that have finished, and all 5 on seed have been upsets. And if Toilet Dork win this game, it'll be all 6 series will be upsets.
Their team ban.
Yeah, I think who was first seed? Is that team whatever?
No, it was not Boss Up. What was the Green Bean team called? They were Riley Feed, the Riley
Oh, I
Feed
see.
team. Breeziar, Karan, Alarin.
So who was number 2? That was team whatever, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was whatever. Then Boss Up.
I see. Wait, so who did Bossa play to get the lower bracket?
remaining.
Wait, what are we talking about? Wait, whatever was
Boss
number
Up
4.
played Bulljackson's team.
Team pick.
Oh, damn, Bojack's making a comeback, huh? God damn.
He wants
Wait,
to.
whatever was 4, because we were 5 and we played them.
Oh, that means the Pitch
The
team was
boss-
2 seed then.
I see.
Now, Bulljax wants his 3-peat though. You know, he wants his 3-peats. He keeps replacing 7K players and 5K players, and he still wants to win LANs.
Is Bulljack's in the chat right now? Anyone confirm this?
I mean, it's like 11. It's 11:22 where he is. He's probably asleep right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Bulljack's is rigging the league, man. This guy, get them out of the fucking, get him out of here. This guy is rigging his camel farmer player. This guy is like 10k MMR, man. Get him out of here.
Is he better or worse than Colonel Squid though?
That guy is like 10 times better than Squid. Are you kidding me? He's
Yeah.
Divine 1 and he's owning every lane. Are you serious?
I-
The only
I would
lane
take
he
Squid
ever
over Camel,
lost
dude.
was when I like solo killed him 3 times. Other than that, this guy's winning every single lane. This guy's on the juice.
10 seconds
All right,
remaining.
I need a bathroom. I'll be right back. Good luck, you two.
What the fuck?
5 seconds remaining.
Should we talk about the draft? Alright, this is a Bat Rider ban. I think people are overestimating Bat Rider. I think that All Hero is also trash.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's no way that hero should be first phase banned.
I've always been saying it this whole time that Bat Rider is a noob hero. They are just jamming this fucking Willow every game. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think this hero is underrated. This hero's the Q. It's like impossible to miss these days.
Wait, it's first pick every game. How do you think it's underrated?
Wait, in this series?
Yeah.
No, I mean in general, like in the
Yeah,
good
'cause
player league, you know.
no one in my team plays this shit, so I never seen it.
Wait,
They're in Ember.
I play it, man. Hello.
Neither of my subs play this hero.
Look at my profile, man. Look at the streak.
Though one time I was in a scrim, Colby was like, "This looks like a good Dark Willow game," so we picked Dark Willow, and we just assumed it was going 4, and our 4 was like, "Oh, I don't play this," and we were like, "Oh, Colby, do you play it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got it,"
10 seconds.
and then he left the game, and
Yeah,
then he went
when,
into a
when Kobe says that, it's yeah.
demo hero lobby, and
Yep.
then after the game, he told us he'd never played it before.
Yep, that's just how it goes. I think this Dawnbreaker hero, there's no way this is a first pick hero anymore, I think.
Yeah, this hero is trash. Always has been, always will be. Wait, did it win last game?
Definitely not. But
Not last
it was also 5. It's just probably its worst role, honestly.
I think it should be 5 against Void, and then you should go Axe, but he never went Axe because he was poor.
Yeah, that's why you gotta put him 4 and then just prioritize his farm. We did this one time where we just told our 3-player to fuck off and we gave Doc all the farm on Dawnbreaker.
And then we won.
I'm pretty sure we lost, but
Nope.
and that, I mean, like we won in my mind because the idea we executed was really good.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think whoever picks more teamfight is gonna win. We got some good starts here. Willow is a good team fighter.
Willow is the ultimate teamfight hero.
This hero, yeah, because you just cast your spells and then
I mean, somebody's
People-
walking into a queue. Like
someone's getting controlled.
Yep. And then you just eat one of the supports at the cores of BKB, so someone's getting stunned.
Yeah. And then if they're stunned and you're like there on Willow, sometimes you just like kill them randomly and they're just dead.
Yep.
I think they're gonna Mars. Actually, I think they played this Dawnbreaker mostly 3. They played it mid game 1, but they lost on Dire, this boss up team. So I'm not sure if they'll play it mid again. They did play it against Ember,
10 seconds remaining.
and the lane was pretty good for Dawn, but they ended up losing that game. So I'm not sure if they'll run it back with that or if they want to play this.
How come no one picked Quap against Ember? Or what did they have 8 pick? They had 8 pick, I see. That makes sense. How come no one's picking co-op?
Dire team pick.
Oh, you know, this hero sucks.
That's true,
Um,
actually.
I think they should Mars. Just get
Yeah.
more circles.
So I believe that in this patch we will like
Seconds remaining.
get rid of the carriers from the off lane, and more stunners will
5
come
seconds remaining.
because there's like less resources, so you can't really outsource all to your off lane now that your carry gets farm.
And now we're back. That's how God intended it. The offlaner should be a tanky man with a stun.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but
The thing is, if they pick an offlane, or if they pick a core here, the stun can still be sub. If they just pick another sup here, you're kind of showing your Dawn as a core, which can be okay, but I don't know.
I mean, who cares, man? You see Radiant. Wait, did we win again, Radiant?
We won one.
Yeah, I was lagging, so who cares, man? You see Radiant.
They
Radiant team pick.
they stole our pudge, and we said the one thing we have to do top lane is not get hooked under tower, and then I think Kitna got hooked under tower, and Pydock got hooked under tower, and then we lost.
Yeah, Keto was on ping, so all good.
Yeah, this Rubik is trash.
10 seconds.
No, it's good.
Okay, it's good.
You can
Seconds remaining.
you can steal
You can grief the lane and grief the game. I hate Rubik.
No, this is a mid Rubik against Ember.
Okay, I thought it was good, but it's actually not good. Because Ember should just max E, and Rubik can never get his E if you save your W.
Yeah, there was one time my Ember
Yeah.
Ember player maxed W.
I was learning. We won that game.
Wait, this is an insane Centaur pick. So I believe this hero
Dire team
is actually giga good. This Hit Your Ride spell is actually so
It's a
juice.
trash Mirana pick. Actually, it's okay.
No, these
No.
guys played Centaur against us, do you remember?
Absolutely not.
I'm pretty sure they did. Or it's when we sniped
Yeah.
them on the Smurf and we just worked them.
seconds remaining.
But it's probably
Smurf.
wait, I don't Smurf. Anyway.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but Hitch a Ride is actually just a crazy spell.
I think it's good.
I think that spell is so good.
Do you think it's always good, or do you think you should pick a combo with it, or do you think you should pick it against?
I think it's like a third item on Centaur always.
Sure. Looking. Okay, they did this game one also, where they picked Monkey against Ember, and then it ended up going safe lane. And they had a mid Dawnbreaker. Actually, this looks a lot like game one, but Radiant's team fight is not as good as it was.
10 seconds
Radiant had, I think, Mars, Dark Willow, and Dying, and they just won the team
5
fights.
seconds remaining.
Let's see.
But this game, Centaur and Mirana are not as good, so we'll see. This is probably these two cores on Dire can kind of go in any lanes. Probably it'll be Carry Monkey though. I think.
I think if you go the right talent on Monkey at level 10, he'll never get hit by a Centaur stun damage spell.
Wait, is it damage invulnerability? What did it do?
It's like the old Mischief, just gives you extra time.
Team ban.
Huskar ban? That's crazy. They're scared of Huskar when they have Hitch a Ride? Come on, man.
I think this Mirana Ember combo,
10 seconds remaining.
they love this in Southeast Asia. I think it's trash.
5 seconds remaining. Team ban.
It's good, but I think this Mirana hero is not reliable, especially with Centaur. I'm not that scared of Centaur Mirana.
I mean, if this Ember doesn't go QW, then I don't know what this bottom is for.
10 seconds
That's
remaining.
all I know. Because I remember back when I played with Nier and Nier was playing mid,
5 seconds remaining.
he maxed the E, and I was pot him. And then I was like, Near man, just put points in your queue. And then he did it. And then we just hit every arrow chains combo, and then every just died. He's like, oh, I should have done this earlier? I'm like, yeah, that's why he picked it Near. But he was a mid player, so all good.
You're learning. I think this NS ban was good. I was talking about this one of the other games. It looked like a good
10
NS
seconds
game.
remaining.
Except it always looks like a good game for this hero until you feed the lane troll.
Listen, just don't feed the lane. Buy a BKB, buy a shard, buy a blink dagger. Problem solved, right?
Event PL.
Isn't that the carry players like classic?
It is a fat sloth classic.
What are the odds he plays Mirana here?
Which the carrier?
I'm gonna say
sloth.
low. I'm gonna say pretty low.
Isn't he like level 30 Mirana? Isn't this his favorite hero?
I don't think Veronica Garrus is that good this game though.
No, it's fucking trash. It always
No,
has.
actually, no. This new lance is really good for Potom. You can hit from
Dragon Lance.
you can hit from Alaska.
10 more range.
Yeah, you think it's insignificant, man, but that one more hit, you know, like the person's running away, you're like, shit, he has more move
so
speed.
true. You can hit him for like 0 more damage, so this hero sucks ass.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I feel like no matter what, one of you is going to be wrong in about
it's
24
gonna
minutes.
Be it's gonna be. It's gonna be great TB game actually. Fantastic TB game.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
These subs.
They
Where
have
is
they
Quap?
have that magical burst damage, so it's a great TV game.
Okay, trust. Guys,
This is good.
this is a crazy hitch a ride game.
This is good.
Oh my goodness, this is insanely good.
Wait, Radiant's got this.
I
Oh, this
believe
is a
it was-
crazy TB game. Insane TB game.
I believe it will be the first game of the new patch where Centaur will buy Ags, if the Ags gets purchased. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what the
I mean,
hitch a ride does this game.
if this guy does not purchase eggs,
This-
like
this guy
someone paying him the big bucks to
I
throw.
have bad news. This guy does not really get items.
What do you mean?
Let's
The
just
player?
say
Player skill issue?
he was having a rough game. 2 games.
Oh, then
That's why Mars was good.
he should just rush eggs.
Storm.
Whoa. Okay.
It's a good Storm game.
It is. You're right.
Is it? I really don't think so.
You know
Just,
so?
just don't get
I-
hits.
I think that this Potom Ember chain combo
I-
owns Storm.
Yeah, I think so too. But I'm not sold that they'll ever hit it. It's
Oh,
not
man.
possible to miss. Yeah, okay, sure. And I believe that. But I don't know. I think Dawnbreaker this game has a Storm Spirit. I think that's good. As mentioning it before that if this Dawnbreaker hero doesn't have someone that goes in first, I think it feels a lot worse. And even last game, they had Tiny with no blink for a while, and they had like a Doom with no blink for a while, and they had an Ursa, but Ursa wants to farm. So the Dawn ults weren't as good as I think they could have been. But Storm Dawn, I think, is really good. You can get to the back line, you can get on this Wyvern. And I think Monkey versus Luna, Monkey can win if he gets items. If they're the same net worth, if Monkey gets his Scotty, then Luna is in trouble. But if Luna has like 4k net worth above the Monkey, then Luna can win. So I don't know.
It is go time. If you are just joining us, we have reached the apex. It is game 3 of 3. Winner advances to the next round of the playoffs. Loser will go home 9th place, tied with Karan. My name is Badger. I am joined by 4Play and Season 7 Lads champion KU. I think after the first 2 games, I think we're in for a good time.
Why didn't you introduce me like roll sub connoisseur? You introduced this motherfucker as Season 7 champ. Come on.
Okay, I apologize. Usually I do my long, boisterous introductions at the beginning of the cast. And
All good, man. All good.
you weren't there, so
Understand.
it's like a mental mode thing, you know, where I always prep my long-ass intros mentally beforehand.
Yeah, so I think Radiant lost. This Ember's cosmetics are dog shit.
That the
Oh, that's tough.
I like that they're subtle. I don't he doesn't need massive flashy
They're
green
not
cosmetics.
subtle enough.
These items are so. This is like you get these items on a Smurf.
We're about to see first blood. It's a
Performance
5v2.
done.
Oh no, that will be first blood going to Killjoy again, I believe. Wait, what was Killjoy last game? It was Microfire last game. My bad.
They had Lunar Blessing. Oh, I think this Luna shit is broken. At 5 minutes, you have 3 points in Lunar Blessing. It's probably like 6 minutes. And your top lane is getting 20 damage and 750 night vision. It's GG.
Wait, anyway, so if this guy doesn't buy Hitch a Ride, this game is over. The Hitch a Ride with Luna and Dusa is so broken.
I see Luna, you eclipse, you hop on in, and bam, you are right clicking and doing the magic damage. So problem solved.
I mean, same with the Dusa, right? So this guy will press ulti on Centaur, and then everybody will get stoned because he's in front of everyone, or they have to turn
you're
around.
right.
So
That's scary.
I actually think this Luna hero feels pretty good. I think you go like 5th item Axe. At the same time, you get 25, and you get your shard, and your beast.
Mid lane, Ember Storm. Anything interesting about that one, or could we ignore it for the next 10 minutes?
Yeah, skill matchup.
Yeah, 50-50 matchup, skill matchup. About what I expected.
yeah, I think Storm wins this.
Yeah, I think Storm wins this also.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, Storm got some quality of life changes. He got like an insane agi buff, so look at his attack speed. This guy attacks like he has a gloves of haste.
Not true.
Wait,
141 attack speed is a lot. But he's not dead, but he's almost dead.
I think he's ruining his lane. Let's look at on the lanes, guys. This guy, but this guy is platinum. He very fired. Shit.
He's playing from Lebanon.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Ice Frog gives him more armor. Says, you know what? If you're gonna give me more armor, I'm gonna use it.
This guy has less ping than Keta, man. Come on.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I don't
Wait,
even know where
old
Lebanon
Keita or new Keita?
is. Old Keita.
Oh,
Okay.
Keta.
Because new Keita's back to like 90 ping. No big deal. Top lane, Mirana. Almost dead to Dark Willow.
This Centaur just tanked 7 hits.
Wait, big fight bottom lane as well. That is a death on the Luna. Flash Canoe may get Vengeance, but there's no Vengeance. Even if there was Vengeance, it's bad. But with no Vengeance, it's even worse.
If this Luna doesn't buy a stick this lane,
He should just start with wand. I don't know what
Yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah.
He's trolling.
He's bought a TP too. See? Oh no.
He bought it.
I was wondering where his gold. Or maybe it was Tangos actually. Maybe it was Tangos.
Oh, I see. Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw it was like 100 gold. And like he didn't buy a TP, did he?
He bought Tangos, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it was definitely Tangos.
yeah, he
That's
didn't have
might
a
be, that's
stick
might be.
last lane either, and he got punished for it. You should. I think
Yes,
every
200
side laner
gold.
should have a stick,
He has 200 gold for it out.
and I think a lot of side laners should start with a stick.
Nah, I don't think. Nah. I think people should just buy it after. Don't ever start with one because nobody uses spells in the beginning anyway.
Oh no! You go to the rune, you watch Pydock die, you just got like 3 charges. You're like ready to own the lane. You might die at the top.
That is the Tundra gaming play back in the old patch. You just go wand on like every hero, pretty much. Top lane, you mentioned it. Clueless. Wolf Stomp on 2. Killjoy and Bloom will chase. But again, there is no way out but a 1-for-1 trade.
Wait. This guy could have just ran down and been fine, I'm pretty sure. If he just dodged the brambles. Okay.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ember is kind of owning.
Yeah, this Storm has. Look at his inventory. He used both his branches, Fairy Fire. He bought more tangos and he bought a stick. This guy is so poor.
Yeah, we'll blame the thing on this.
Polo, you saw his dodge the remnant damage too. Polo's playing so well right now.
I don't know why this guy is manning up on Storm. Actually, never mind. This guy's the good.
Ooh, another death on Fat Slot. That is not what you want on Luna. Flash Canoe might survive barely, but again, there's a Fate Bolt up, so Flash Canoe will have to stick to survive. But again,
Wait, how do you survive?
he used Magic Stick and then salved, but
Oh, this guy's 500 gold, so he's gonna buy like a glove or boots.
he bought a Van Elven skin.
Yep.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
like-
It's 2 trades in a row where Fat Slot dies and Flash Canoe has to salve himself and die or use like nothing of value.
This guy needs a stick.
I agree. I think we all agree, actually.
Like this Dawnbreaker started with Wand. This guy had 12 charges, so he's not even gonna die here. Unless he trolls.
Yep, that's a death on Flesh Canoe. And again, that's all. I don't think he dies here, but if he dies here, it's disastrous. Zexy's on the run, and the last hit will
Great
kill.
work. That was actually the band development skin value right there.
Okay.
That's why he bought it.
Okay, huge wave top. And he has no points in return.
Wait,
Or
he doesn't
retaliate.
have return.
Okay, let's look back bottom.
He's like mid.
Wait, he didn't drop any items. That's a bit. And he got salved by his sup. Okay.
You guys are telling me to look places. I put my camera there. Nothing's happening.
No, you have to look at what's happening with the intricacies, because these are the team comms.
Oh,
right here.
mid.
Okay, I've been distracted too hard. I've missed like 3 kills all series, and I'm blaming you guys on that one.
I caught that one.
I caught that one
Cameraman?
too.
I didn't
Camera's
catch
on me,
that one. No, it's not me.
Oh damn, that's awkward. I think Centaur should buy boots. He might rush Vanguard because he's close in parentheses, but I think you should go boots. Maybe even face boots.
I think it's too late. This guy's going Vanguard.
This guy has 1 armor. I think Centaur should start chainmail.
Wait, what?
Centaur just needs face boots.
By the way, you guys mentioned that you might not see a hoof stomp into arrow combo hit. It was hit top lane. We're seeing another man fight go on. Bloom trying to Jingu some way out, and he will turn into a 1-for-1. During all of that, it's a 1-for-0 bottom lane. So across the map, 2-for-1 in Dire's favor.
Okay, so you have to max E on Ember against Storm. You don't have to, but this feels better. Do you think he'll start putting points in chains? I would go 4-1-4 this game.
No, I think you can get 2 points in W and then max your Q to be H. Because the range is pretty nice.
Just run in.
And the damage is almost doubled.
I think when I played Ember this season, I was against Storm and I went 4-1-4. But I think I had.
I mean,
setting
Oh,
up-
big TP bottom lane, a big fight top lane as well. It results in 2 kills for Toilet Jork. Zexy will get away, but again, we're gonna see a 3rd kill top lane. Bloom already that top lane, the coolest
Yes,
of Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Yeah, he's just too tanky.
Nah, he's fine. Wait, he's gonna die on Willow. No, he's fine.
Bramble Maze, cool. He's a clawing blade, he'll be fine. He'll walk
Nah,
away.
he's fine. This tower actually hurts this Centaur. He
Wait a
has
minute.
1 armor.
Monkey is returned, but he has no place in Shri Dance. There is no pursuing that time.
Storm is walking up behind him. He has no bottle charges, but he has full.
He begins with a Vortex on Morana. Morana
leaps.
has been rooted, but can still leap away in 3 seconds. Pops a stick. Killjoy hits, but again, no kill on Morana. Morana gets away.
I feel like he didn't know there was no leaps, which is why Storm didn't kill him. There was actually a leap at the end. Also, this guy is not buying a stick on Luna the whole game. Now he's just jungling.
Yeah, what's his rank? You don't know.
I think he's like 3,000 immortal.
Okay.
So this guy's like rank 500 if he buys a wand. Anyway, this Ember is gonna carry the game, I think.
He should. He got 2 points in Q. What a genius.
Oh, clueless. Try for a bit of a bold play there, a soul kill on Killjoy, but instead he'll find a solo death in the dire side jungle.
He needs it. I think Storm gets hurt.
By what?
Does this guy disconnect? That's funny as fuck.
He might have. I haven't seen it. I think mid-sentence he may have stopped being connected, so... What can you do? It'll be A-okay, I'm sure. They're seeing a bottle
Wait,
from
what happened? What happened?
Either you disconnected or your brain stopped, one of the two.
Got him
happened?
muted by accident.
I don't know. I was talking about Storm. This is the spirit that gets hurt the most by the small camp being gone. The other two, like, well, Void Spirit doesn't really farm small camp. He can, but it doesn't feel that great. Ember can if he maxes E, but Storm relies on the camp a lot. So I'm not sure how that affects Storm.
Wait, these guys are ancients together. Sorry, that's so psycho.
Yeah, if he had a wand here.
Why are they doing ancients, man?
What do you mean if you don't want her? A wand is not helping with
has-
this one.
He has negative armor.
Oh, big jump on Ember, but Ember turns it around. Turtle is low on mana and HP. He has chains up in 7. Splinter Blast misses. And that may be
Man.
the end of our fight.
This Luna should max E also, I think. Or you should at least put 3 points. I'm pretty sure this Lunar Blessing doesn't even, or the Moonglaves don't even help.
Yeah, I want to say
more
it was
damage.
I want to say with the numbers on the Lunar Blessings make it more efficient to max it before the glaives usually.
Radiant's bottom tower
They did nerf the damage on this by a lot. The thing is, if he had more points in this, it's buffing his entire team for the last 5 minutes. In the top jungle, they...
Ooh, Turtle escapes what could have been certain death. Arcane Runes, Slight Chains, Remnant in, all dodged.
Yeah. So this Dawnbreaker is having a Giga free game. He's going Echo Saber, which I think is trash. Just go Deso.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't think it's trash. It's fine. But I would like to see him going Deso.
I'm curious, KU, is everything in this game either trash or juiced?
Yeah, pretty much. There's like, yeah, no, that covers everything actually.
That's what's curious.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, TB is trash.
PB is trash.
Bottom
Centaur
tower's
needs
dead,
armor,
by the
man.
way. So is the Wyvern, it appears.
This is a Pydock death.
He grew up with Pydock at the
Oh
school
yeah,
of
they did.
school of feeding supports.
School of Flesh Guild. Yep, yep.
Sometimes you gotta get your 6 bottom, and he got a 6 bottom, and in doing so, he's now dead. There was a
If
tower
you-
there at one point, but not anymore.
It's like this is a mega free Ember game since he gave this guy the hands on mid.
Alright,
Top lane.
Coolest again's going to die. There's a Sentry Ward on the ground allowing the kill, but it's a 3-man curse on Storm. That's a good 1-for-1 immediately.
Great
Flesh
curse,
Canoe.
Great curse.
The only reason he had the 6 for that kill is because he fed bottom lane. Good plays by Flesh
Yeah.
Canoe.
You should tip the Storm there, I think. Someone should. Oh, mid?
Chains in the arrow. Rose Golden is not quite dead yet, but eventually he will die. Thor Guardian not in time to save, and now Zexy is running a Polo who has 2 remnants. He'll use one to escape the stun.
Whoa, he's good.
And it seems like... Ooh, thought he might go in for the chains, but chose not to.
He leaped in and then he arrowed and it was 0-second arrow. So it was a little
Wait,
awkward.
this guy is Platinum Bottom.
Dire's top tower.
You're right, he's the goat.
Blessings upon a loyal
This Ember is so juiced. Also, I was looking at this Centaur doesn't have a wand either. Or a stick.
Or armor.
Or armor.
Wait, this Luna is top
Negative 1
net worth.
armor right now.
Yeah. I mean he didn't buy stick, so of course.
Who's trolling on Dire?
I can't.
Oh, that's it.
I can't.
It's like
Anyway,
Polo against big
let's
plays in the
just
side
say-
jungle.
the supports aren't trolling. The Dawnbreaker isn't trolling. And Monkey isn't trolling.
If Ember is... Oh, he runs away, he's fine.
No, I feel someone other than Storm is trolling.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Oh,
definitely think
cheapy cancel on
That's
Ember.
my fingers.
Dire's top
I think it's Monkey King. He should have been mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I
attack.
think that this Willow and Rubik should be ganking this guy off cooldown before he has Mask
Oh.
of Madness.
I think Willow and Rubik is the worst support duo I've ever heard
They
of.
finally have ganked the Luna, but the Cold Embrace, it might save! The curse turn around! Oh no!
What beam?
Dire have gone far too far! And as a result, the Rubik is dead. Zexy Might die as well. Polo has engaged, has chains
Oh
in
my
2.
god.
Never mind, he's still fine.
This Polo guy is actually owning the entire game.
Yeah,
He has Maelstrom. Oh my god.
think-
Maelstrom phase orb.
I
This
think
game is over.
we have to ban Ember, man. This hero is busted. Wait, they could have just picked Quap though.
They could have just put Monkey mid.
They could have done all of things actually. Where's the Quap, man?
God. They saw Quap last game. I think this Dawnbreaker should have gone Deso.
Yeah, I think anyone who goes Echo first as offlane Dawnbreaker is big trolling.
You
But
either
I didn't want to say, you know, I didn't want to flame him.
this guy is gonna die bottom because he doesn't
This
have
time, the
wands.
Luna, the wand was not there to save him. So
Wait,
this
he lives there if he had one. Wait, this guy has a. He's Mr. Lens. This Rubik has Aether Lens. This guy's juiced.
Why doesn't Luna have Why doesn't Luna have Lance, man?
I'm pretty sure I actually skipped Mom and I went Lance when I played this hero.
Where's the Lance? It's
I don't
150.
know, Lance.
He took the moon cancel glaze reduction. Okay.
This guy's trolling.
He's interested in farming. Apparently does not want the oh wait, zip in on Wyvern. Wyvern has curse. Couldn't get enough in time thanks to the ball lane. I guess he wants to farm that badly. Wow.
It's all good. You just need 6 items. Dude, this Centaur just dying to neutrals. You wanna see this? Get this man some armor. Centaur should go armlet, I think.
What?
Yeah,
Hardly.
you can infinity farm the jungle.
Polo breaking ankles again. My, he is just owning right now. He's again running a Killjoy, but we're seeing Fastslop dying to Zexy and Rose Gold, and he will die on the Luna.
shit.
But Radiance certainly want vengeance. They'll get Killjoy. It seems that they get the Rubik as well with Microfy leaping in. They move to Zexy, but Bloom is the counterplay. Bounce Strike hits on 2. Blue comes on everybody, but then curves again on 3. Demolishing Turtle. The Slight. The Chains. Now it's a 3 for 4 fights. Dire have 1 remaining. The Monkey King has a vengeance. But he cannot get any more kills. So again, for the Jork win the fight 4 for 3. A lot is lost. But again, Polo just owning.
I'd love to see Ember Spirit win. The heroes I root for TB every game. I root for Pudge every game. Then I root for Ember every game. I love these heroes. And this guy is popping off. This is first phase Ember.
He likes the hero.
Yeah. This Luna though, unironically, I'm gonna say it. If he had a wand there, you would have killed the Rubik.
You're killing me.
Wait,
Actually,
if
This
this,
is the boy who cries wolf. Like, you keep saying he needs a wand. Now, does he actually need a wand?
This Centaur also. I mean, honestly, you should just buy a stick. It's 200 gold. Why would you not?
Speaking of Centaur,
It's like-
he's being gone on by 2 heroes, but again, he is a Centaur. He's a bit too tanky to
Insane
die.
arrow.
if this Storm doesn't buy BKB, he's trolling.
Doesn't need a VKB, man.
You're right. Like he doesn't need a wand.
He has one. Why does he need a BKB? You get one or the other these days.
Depend on Clueless, Cold Embrace the counterplay, and there's a curse as well. Turtle won't die this time.
Wait, the
Quick,
arrow.
Arrow, long range arrow. Turtle. He's getting stunned to death. Rose Golden's getting run at. Clueless is incredibly low as well. Polar Guardian is on the way to bring Zexy into the fight, and that will cancel the TP of Clueless. So now 1 for 1. And the fight will end.
Yeah, I think he needed a BKB there.
Um,
Okay, Meta's about to be finished on Luna. This Monkey King, who I haven't talked about him all game. I haven't seen him. He's
I
going BKB.
I think he should have went Fury.
Yeah, I was gonna say this guy should go Fury. Because you want your Scotty timing. Your Scotty timing is better if you go Battle Fury. Like Battle Fury, BKB, Scotty Eggs or something.
Wait, I think these words by Dire are really good. If these guys force fights here, yeah, it'll be really good for them. Especially if Like this Rubik just keeps pushing this out, and then someone fucks up and walks to the ward. It's like free kill every time.
I think Radiant are also warding the area, though. They want to defend this area. Right now, Dire's
does
wards
have-
don't see these heroes, actually.
This is blink reveal.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's going to be a death on Rose Golden for sure. Arrow hits and the kill goes to Polo.
Give it to the Ember. Yes. He has BKB on Ember now. This guy is actually juiced.
At
My
this point,
BKB on Luna.
he's owning. He's just owning too hard.
This Storm is a psychopath.
No,
Big play
super
attempted.
good.
He's a
That
blue on
was so good.
Centaur.
That is it. The insane part is everyone TP'd. If that was me getting zipped on, no one TP's there.
Why would we TP? You would
Yeah,
kill him.
I'm never gonna die there. Yeah, I don't know. But I think the problem with Monkey King build is if you have Battle Fury, you'll farm at a similar pace to this Luna. This Luna should start pulling away here. The thing is, Luna has 4 deaths. Monkey King hasn't been contested at all, and Luna's still ahead. And I think this would look a little different if he had gone Fury instead.
I mean, I think this monkey's playing kind of incorrectly. I think he should take advantage of these wars and keep playing
Oh,
bottom.
Blink Stomp on Centaur! Onto the Storm of Spirits! The Curse on 2 as well! Turtle is dead and Zexy.
Oh
He
yeah.
can't escape either, that's another kill. And he wants a 3rd kill on Polo! He's going for Killjoy under the tower! Another kill for Polo, he's godlike!
This guy's actually the goat.
Jesus Christ.
Dire's middle tower.
All
This
this
guy-
with no wand on Luna, man. Do you see this
Yeah,
shit? Who
that's
needs
insane.
wand?
Radiant's
He's gonna have this BKB like 200 gold faster.
Dire's middle tower.
Except not really, because he died like 4 times. It's all good though. This Centaur is, I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It doesn't
attack.
matter. He's gonna buy Ags next item, and then it's gonna be a GG, I think.
This guy is hopping in the backpack for a while, then he'll put his teammates in. Wait! Anyone see what he just bought?
No.
Awesome the
Bracer?
courier.
He
That
bought a
is...
21-minute wand on Centaur.
He did it! The
21
wand
minutes.
has been purchased. You have accomplished the
That's
goal.
insane. I mean, I do the same thing sometimes, but usually I have a stick and a branch, and then I finish it after.
I think, yeah, I've done it too, where you just don't need a wand for the lane because the guys aren't laning, they're just cutting. And then you farm like 2 good items, like Lance Mom on Luna, and then you buy the wand when you want to fight.
I want.
Yeah,
But the
that-
difference is, this
This
guy
guy
is
got-
brawling the whole lane.
yeah.
Tower is under attack.
I'll get that.
Dire's top
He almost
tower
had a BKB.
is under attack.
This Storm is finished. He finished his item. That's good.
Alright, that is
Oh.
a missed Blink Stomp. Stomp stolen, used on Centaur. Seems like Centaur will die for his sins. Arrow.
Oh, they arrowed
It's the
Monkey.
Monkey King, actually, but he's still half HP. Has the
BKB.
BKB. Will not need to use it. Hold up. Whoa, almost kills Rose Golden. Flash Canoe has Curse, uses it on a solo Monkey King, but Dawnbreaker is engaged in, giving double duration for the Curse suddenly. Arrow, again, will barely miss, but it's more sleight of fist being used by Polo. He dodges the Dark Willow Fear. Marana is stunned as well. Marana leaps away, now gets cold embrace of Polo as the main target. He'll sleight of fist to dodge damage, but he's still trying to escape. Remnant is on cooldown for 18 more seconds, and he is demolished by Sexy Starbreaker. Oh no. Radiance, Toilet, Jork, they're collapsing at the wrong time. Flesh Canoe will die. We're seeing Fast Off in the river. Oh, Turtle! No, he couldn't kill Turtle. He was silent by Mask of Madness.
Why did he
Unfortunate.
He got unlucky.
Okay, if Teal doesn't carry this game, man, I don't know. I feel like Radiant is like big troll on Teal right now. These guys want to Roche? Oh, never mind, it's just a...
The illusion
think,
wanted to rush, but what can you do?
Yeah, true.
The biggest timing in this game for Radiant is right now. This Luna has BKB. She needs to like participate in the game.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't show up to that fight. That fight
He
was so
would-
long.
Yeah, he should have. The start is whatever. They're like diving into tier 2, whatever. They force the stuff, but it kept going, and he finished his BKB. So he should have showed up.
Alright, let's talk about new neutral item, Basil. I'm going to pause. What's your favorite new neutral item?
I mean, this Luna one, this Luna Specialist Array is probably the strongest new one. I'm not sure if I like it, but it's definitely the strongest one.
No. We're not talking about. What's your favorite, man? How does the new ones?
Oh God, can my brain remember all the new ones off the top of my head other than Specialist Array? I mean, I think actually it might be the new Specialist Array because I'm not a fan of the Dagger of Ristal. I'm not a fan of that blue one. I don't remember the name of it. So I guess it's this Specialist Array.
I like the little leaf. Like looks like a seed.
Oh, the
Gives you
tier
good-
one one.
Yeah, that gives you HP. It has a nice. Valve did a good one on the art on that. I like it because of the way it's designed.
I like the new tier one, the take damage get mana regen one. What's
Yeah,
the name of
that
that?
one. That one's actually a really cool concept. I like that one.
Yeah, it's the occult bracelet. We see it on Killjoy currently in the Dark Willow. And that one's one of those things where on so many heroes you get that it's like, man, my game is suddenly really good. I don't need to buy a basket, I can get this item instead.
Yeah, you have that item and like one or two clarities and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Pretty smart by Valve.
This dagger is the most broken shit I ever seen in my life.
The Ristol, the 40
Yeah.
crit cooldown,
Yeah.
40 damage or whatever. Yeah.
This is not allowed.
What? You get 40 damage.
You click it and you have 40 damage. Who invented this? That was bottom lane.
Big kill on Polo. If they can secure it, he's feared away and stunned and demolished. Oh, that's a disastrous death on Polo. He was recently a 0 death man, and now he's a 2 death man.
Yeah, they identified the issue, and now they're killing.
He stole Stampede. How did he stole Stampede?
Purple is trolling a bit. Wait, he's
That's
buying
crazy.
Satanic on Luna.
There's no way. Wait, he bought the shard. Why?
Middle tower is under attack.
You haven't fought once this whole game. 25 minutes.
Maybe he doesn't know it's the whole new shard.
Is under attack.
Wait, I'm pretty sure this specialist array actually works on his glaive.
Yeah, I think it does too. I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, Dyer's smoking again to Luna.
He had night vision. He cannot die here
Is under attack.
unless he walks.
Wait, what a
No.
crazy scan. Whoever
They're
that
getting
was.
baited. They cannot Roche. I mean, this Luna needs to like participate in the Dota 2 game. I think.
I mean, if he's going Satanic, I don't know. I think it's over.
Satanic is fine.
Oh, they got the
Roche.
storm again! The curse into the arrow. That should be a kill on Turtle. And again, Turtle is just suffering this series, especially
This
this
is
third
a-
game.
This is a 2v5 game. Orange and Teal are carrying Radiant. Unreal.
Guess it's good that Centaur ult is hard to fuck up. I guess he gave it away.
He gave it
That's
away.
one away.
Wait, he bought a plate mail. This is incorrect. He should buy Ags.
He should start with plate mail.
So
Okay,
true.
this is what they need. Roche for Luna, then he'll start to play. They should have done this like 3 minutes ago though, when he got BKB. They should have just walked in.
They should have done this 3 minutes ago and then gave the Aegis to Ember, because he didn't die yet. He's okay.
You know, the
Oh
best
my
time to get the
God.
Aegis may have been 3 minutes ago. Second best time is right now.
Okay. Wait, this guy? I don't understand. They're smoking without him. He has BKB.
He has BKB, he even bought Shard. It's like, this Shard is not good for scaling. He hasn't clicked his Q once.
Wait, arrow missed. Zexy, can he be away now? Oh no, that's an error. You got to hit there if you're
Can you
micro
imagine
fry.
if they had a little more damage there?
Check the status. Check the status. Maybe he lagged on yellow.
This Lucent Beam, it doesn't even work on creeps.
He's got 38
This
ping,
Shard
no
doesn't
loss.
work on creeps. This guy is trolling, man. It's all good though. He's still playing Luna, just farm.
Well, it seems like we have one more death on our hands in the bottom lane. Whatever. Nah, he's still
No, he's
dead.
good, he's
He'll
good.
blink, but at some point they're actually not going to find him. He's in the trees. He's fine.
He can just TPO. He's good. Oh, they're trying to fight this maybe. Oh, but they have a sentry that sees.
Man, if you're just gonna AFK farm the entire game like this, you should go Midas.
Radiant's top tower is
I
under
mean, you shouldn't buy a BKB, I think.
I think he should have not bought Wand. He's actually right.
Yeah.
This Quelling Blade has gotta be better.
Why isn't they put the Paladin sword in?
The other one's better for farming.
Is
18
it?
damage.
Well, I guess it is. You're right.
Triple attack too.
Dude, he's actually playing Satanic. Holy shit.
Maybe
Yeah, I
maybe he's
don't-
going to go Satanic and Butterfly. Just a simple massive mass for the both of them.
Yeah, so that's what I like to call trash.
Hook stomp. Arrow. This time off the mark again. A slight chance will do the job. Never mind. Killjoy will fear everybody away. And by everybody, I mean the one hero that matters, the Ember Spirits. And as a result, there will be no kills in either direction.
We use Ags on Ember.
Yeah, he just
Big
got
timing.
it.
Wait, so they changed it though, right? You can't spam the Ags. There's a
Yeah.
cooldown. So it
It's
might not
0.5
be as good.
seconds. So it's worse for just bursting one guy.
Yeah.
Or like one guy gets stunned, or however many guys get stunned, and you just spam it all. But it's still very good. You also won't double click on accident.
Who does that?
Probably this. Never mind. Anyway, looking at Storm Spirit, he has BKB flying.
This is why you're safe lane again.
This monkey is getting his Scotty now. So the insane part is Monkey can't fight Luna until Scotty. Luna has had BKB for like what? 7 minutes? 5 minutes? A long ass time. And she never once tried to fight with it, and now Monkey has Scotty. So
He is Satanic.
yeah. This guy is
And
giga
he has
trolling, so-
BKB on Storm. But Storm had no game and now he has BKB. He went Sanj Kaya BKB and he's didn't get punished.
Yeah. It's all good though.
And now it might be time for Dire to be the ones who are punishing. It's a 5-man smoke, and they know Polo is bottom lane. But you're right.
He's
If
the remnant
Polo's
top, he's the remnant.
oh, he does attempt. He's right there. You're right. That's very important. So now he actually can return to his team.
Yeah. This could be good for Radiant if they fight on this ward. If this Luna is trolling,
Mirana the targets, a very easy kill. However, Centaur Stampede is the counterplay. Polo Remnant's in. He has arrived to defy Hoof Stomp on Rubik. Rubik is low. Luna, Eclipse is trying to kill Killjoy. Killjoy will get away. Sexy has stunned Polo. Polo still has 2 lives for 1 more minute. Dire have lost 2.
he has
And we're
BKB
seeing a
on the
curse
pistol.
on Bloom as well. He's forced to TP away. So again, it is 2 kills. Microfry did die on the Radiant side of the buyback, but I think Radiant are still happy with that one.
Okay, can I get a confirmation if Fat Slot is actually fat?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Okay, because I think he fat fingered his Satanic.
Yeah, he was BKB'd. There was no one near him, and he clicked it.
It's full HP.
But he did kill the Willow with his
True.
ult. He got value out of his ult for the first time in this game, and his BKB, and his chart. Now he's going Butterfly. I mean, Butterfly is good against Monkey. The problem is, if he did it in the other order, if he went Butterfly first, and this Monkey is hitting his timing or whatever,
Speaking of Monkey, he'll tank an arrow, but the Rubik will, and the Willow will save him.
yeah, I think Rubik's Shard is one of the dumbest things in Dota. This hero does not need a save.
This
You
hero
know,
needs
A
save,
really
man.
good save. It definitely doesn't need it.
He needs it, man.
If this hero is getting a save, it should be because he stole a spell, not because he bought a shard. That's so stupid.
What if he stole the shard?
That's so true.
Dude, this guy is trolling. Why isn't he buying Ags on Centaur?
Why isn't he buying Axe on Luna?
Okay, good point. Why is he buying BKB? He bought a BKB. Okay. But he's gold Centaur, so I can't say anything. I'm bronze tier.
This Polo guy just dodged a smoke. This guy is actually like 1.5 V5ing.
Yeah, the point 5 is orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, orange is buying a hex. Yep, he's trying it. He knows this
No.
game's going late.
I mean, Kobe would have an Orchid right now.
I mean,
Just thought I'd put that up there.
yeah.
I don't know if it's good.
It's good this game. If the Storm had no game. But
Okay.
this guy has freaking dude.
I will say, for as much as we're flaming, this game is very fun to watch because Radiant is keeping it close.
Oh yeah, it's so true actually. Blue is keeping is trying his best to keep this close. Sell the quelling, God bless.
He
He
has
sold it.
sold the quelling. That's like a butterfly. He's getting items.
Okay, he should actually go one here, I think.
No. He's
He's gonna
bought
go
a Daedalus. Okay.
Yeah, you should go Axe on this hero. This hero, I think, when you're about to hit 25, you should get an Axe. I think the timing is actually insane because you get like 300 damage from it if you cast your Eclipse, and the mini stunton is really good now. And it has been, but they buffed it like last patch, not this recent one, but one patch ago. And the axe gives you 18 beams. You know, you can hit. If you hit all 18, that's crazy. But you know, if you hit like half of them, that's still good.
Yeah, I honestly think people think this Centaur Axe is like a meme, but this spell is really good. So I hope people start learning that, especially this combo. I thought they picked it for this combo, the Luna Centaur, you know.
Oh,
He's just,
I mean,
he's just playing hard. I don't know.
they actually did. That's why Luna's not playing the video game. He's waiting for the Ag Centaur.
That makes sense. This Luna would actually kill everyone with Centaur Axe.
I
Like,
get it now.
no joke. This
And you don't need
everybody would
wand
die.
if you're invulnerable in the cart.
Dire smoked his 3, now pop it on Flash New Micro Fry, and yep, they'll be a-okay. We're a bit of lull in the action. The action appears to have stopped.
Yeah, I think people are just too scared to make a move because no one in Dire really wants to go in. I think.
Do you think Luna is scared to make a move?
Yeah. This guy. Can I draw on the map? Does this work?
You can't draw on the mini map, you can draw like on the floor, you know?
How do I? Oh, did I ping?
I think we... Yeah, there's the drawing.
That's me. That's me.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Luna has been like in this triangle, you know, and like up here for 35 minutes.
Wait, the arrow?
That's an arrow on Storm. Storm will get saved by Rubik, but the curse again! Perfectly on 3! The Storm is going to die! Blue comes to the counterplay, but Dire are collapsing. They're down 3. They buy like 2, but Bloom's forced to BKB. He's trying to man-fight out of this one, but Killjoy will die on the north side of the fight. Back to Bloom. He's man-fighting fast up, but he's losing the man-fight arrow on the way. It's perfect from Micro Fry! Turtle needs to be careful, as does Rubik. That will be a dieback on Rubik. A 6-for-0 trade. Turtle is out of mana. He'll get away, but it's a disaster.
This is the classic. Guys, I think we're gonna lose. Let's take a fight. Because there is no reason for Dire to take a fight there.
Oh, the Storm's got die back! He's in! He's not mana to get away here! Oh, he does his mana, barely.
He had BKB. That's crazy.
He took the Lunar Blessing damage. I guess they can actually throw in here, I think.
I think they're trying for the throne. Why are you hitting Rex? Go throne. Go throne, go throne.
Ball in again from Storm. He's trying his hardest to defend, but it's just not working.
Rosh
Where-
is up. Go Rosh, guys. Hello?
Where's the
Go
throne?
Rosh. Wait, it's actually pretty bad that they're not Roshing right now.
I don't think it matters. I don't think Dire
Yeah.
can win a fight.
The only way they lose this game is if they don't Rosh right now.
Is that true?
You think
'cause
everybody
the
with
only-
Centaurs
the one
walking
in-
there?
Only thing that goes wrong is they don't get this Rosh here. If they get this Rosh here, Dire cannot win unless this Luna, like,
no. Centaur can buy an Axe.
forget.
Or he's
If
he's
Centaur-
gonna rush.
Isn't there buys and X? There's no way they lose.
Honestly, guys, like, if KU was this Luna and he's 2-4-11, and this is what we're doing to carry him, like, I would just I would give him a stern talk after the video game.
It's working though. He has 500 CS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he can have like 350 and win the game already.
I feel like this game was over like the moment he got BKB.
All good though. He's playing for the late game.
Cause I mean we haven't talked about it, but this monkey is not farming anything. He's so poor.
Let me check that over
Because
too. Let me check
you and
that over.
Maelstrom. I think Maelstrom against Luna, if you're not winning the game with it, it's not good. Because this matchup, like we talked about it, you have to get the Scotty timing, and Maelstrom doesn't give you the Scotty timing as well. Like yeah, he got it, but this Luna had BKB for like 7 minutes before this Scotty came out. So Luna could have just ended the game. But he's just scaling, which is working because now he's 10k above the monkey. And their team fight is good. I think I'm actually starting to hate this Dawnbreaker hero. Actually, I've always hated this Dawnbreaker hero.
No, you should just buy Deso first.
Yeah, you should. But I think this hero should be a carry. I think this hero in any lane that's not safe lane carry is actually trash.
That's not true. You have to play as a carry in the off lane. In
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
roles, I
think
agree.
The off lane should just stun them. Look at this guy. This Centaur, he's just like dying off cooldown. Guess what? He can still stun them. He's useful. This Dawnbreaker farms the whole game. He top net worth on his team. He doesn't do shit. What are you gonna do? Save him?
Let's backstab play.
good
Looking
job.
for Wyvern, a good target if they can kill him. Sexy gated and the Wyvern has fallen. Now Dire moves to the Ember, who still can BKB. It's not using it quite yet. Fast off his man fighting Bloom. Bloom is forced to run away. Ember, Remnant in for Rubik. Rubik will get killed on the east side. Meanwhile, Zexy is being chain stunned as Bloom dies to Fast off. Everywhere you go, Dire heroes are dying. And that is your problem right there. Your last buybacks are being used. It's desperate defense time. Wyvern again will be caught. That is a dieback on Wyvern, but Turtle is completely out of mana, and he's completely out of buybacks. Now, it's a 4v3. Correction, a 2v4. And at this point, we are running out of heroes. The throne is under attack. The GG is
tip.
called. And Boss Up
Goddamn, tip his ass.
are going to lose.
The question mark.
Wait, why is it question mark? He just got owned.
He just got destroyed.
What a
This
cra-
Ember is actually the goat.
Dude, I mean, Polo's one of those things, right, where
Oh my
big-time
God.
players make big-time plays,
Oh
and
my-
in the most important game of the season, Polo just absolutely popped off here.
Yeah, this is the scary part. You can't give these guys their platinum heroes. Like, you see, nobody gives KUTB. And when they did, Hull City, they lost. So,
That's true. I mean, I think the team with better team fight won 3 games in a row. I guess game 3 is kind of debatable who has better team fight. But I think this Dawnbreaker hero, I did not feel his impact at all. But that's also because Storm got worked, I think.
no, it's because when you buy Echo, like, you can't one-shot anything.
That's true, you don't scale.
So
That
you
much.
need to buy Deso, and then you can kill the subs off CD. You can even kill the Luna off CD, I think. If you have like early Deso, he has Mass probably. Mass Lance or Mass Yasha. The only person you can't kill is Ember, and then maybe Centaur if he has the ulti.
Except you actually will one-shot Centaur because this hero has 0 armor.
Yeah, but he has a high HP pool, so he might just run away.
Just kill him, man.
Wait,
That's the thing.
there was no Ags, man. This is depressing.
I think either you go Battle Fury on Monkey or you don't go Maelstrom. Like, I would have gone Battle Fury, but you could also just go Echo Deso if your other guy's
Yeah.
not going Deso. And you
Yeah.
can just try and fight before the Luna's up. But
I agree.
they're just not scaling as well, and they're not, like, playing fast enough. And this Luna will eventually carry. Well, not carry, but the Luna will eventually kill all your buildings. And they kind of don't have the tools to deal with him at this point. Just because they're falling behind. But this Ember and this Wyvern played so well this game. God damn.
That's going to be it for tonight. Any more analysis from either of you two?
Yeah, shout out to Logical, shout out to Pattern, shout out to Near, and shout out to Bash.
Shout out to Foreplay. Shout out to Kobe. Shout out to Teddy. Shout out to Jack. He was playing game 1. Great Mars performance.
I guess that'll be our final words. Call us a shout us in that case. That is enough for tonight. Congratulations for Toy the Jork's 2-1 upset over Boss Up. That is going to be it. Lads Playoffs will be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Not Me. Xerioscape asked for the cast. I handed it over, so you'll be with Mr. Xerioscape Dota at 6 p.m. for whatever taking on Boring Zone. For now, though, to the viewers, thanks for tuning on in. If you want to hire me to cast your pro tournaments, contact me on Twitter, twitter.com/badger2, or on Discord, badger5713. As always, have a great night, and thank you for watching.